York now tied 2-2.
And when we return, we'll hear from Pacers head coach Rick Carlisle off that big win. This is the Elevance Health Radio Network.
Be part of something bigger with a career at Nucor. When you join our organization, you become part of a team that makes an impact on people's lives, communities, and the environment. Join us to forge deep bonds with teammates, get the freedom to activate your ideas, and gain the stability to build a lifelong career. Learn more at nucor.com/careers. That's nucor.com/careers. Come be a part of something bigger at Nucor. Nucor is an equal opportunity employer.
Kroger always gives you savings and rewards on top of our lower-than-low prices. And when you download the Kroger app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. And with a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. So you can always save big every day with our savings and rewards. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Upland Brewing Company is proud to be an official partner of the Indiana Pacers. Upland has been brewing award-winning craft beers right here in Indiana for 25 years. Whether you're looking to explore striking new flavors or sit back with a pint of Dragonfly, Indiana's best-selling IPA, Upland beers are the perfect pairing for rooting on the blue and gold wherever you are. Join us at any of our 6 locations or find us at a grocery store near you. As always, Upland reminds you to drink responsibly and go Pacers.
Experience the Midwest's newest fine dining destination, Commission Row. Our menu includes the best locally sourced steaks, chops, seafood, and raw bar offerings. Created by Pacers Sports and Entertainment in partnership with Cunningham Restaurant Group, Commission Row is located right next to Cambridge Fieldhouse. Whether for lunch or dinner on the main level or drinks and meals, our speakeasy bar. Make Commission Row a part of your next game night. Learn more or make a reservation at CommissionRow.com.
The Kroger pregame show continues tonight. Let's hear from Pacers head coach Rick Carlisle off that Game 4 win.
Just about everything this time of year is a one-game season, or feels like it. I mean, every game is monumentally important. And so, getting down 0-2 is difficult. It's a big hole. And coming home doesn't guarantee anything, as we found out in Game 3. I mean, that was a real struggle, to be able to come back, find a way to, for Andrew to hit that shot, and get a couple more stops. So, and again, each game has been different in some way, shape, or form. Everything is so sensitized, so important that it's like there's no need to just overstate it. It's just there. That's how it is, especially you get into the second round of the playoffs. The first round is intense. The second round always amps up. We just got to be concerned with playing our game as best we can. I mean, New York is a team that has shown that it has an indomitable will, to compete and rise above anything people say they can't do. And we've seen it throughout the season. We've seen it, in this series. We're believers in that, and so we got to focus on us. And then there are certain things that from a standpoint of personnel, etc. You gotta lock into with Brunson, with DiVincenzo, with Hart. Hartenstein, and McBride. McBride made a bunch of shots in the fourth quarter. That doesn't help anything going into Game 5 either. So everything is going to be a situation where you got your hands completely full.
That's Pacers head coach Rick Carlisle. The Knicks were pummeled in Game 4. How will they respond tonight? We'll hear from their head coach Tom Thibodeau next. This is the Elevance Health Radio Network.
What if healthcare worked for everyone? What if your health was measured by more than your vital signs? What if zucchini and kale were as accessible as burgers and fries? What if AI helped doctors to know what your body will do before you do? We aren't just asking these questions. With our health plans and services, we're taking steps to address them. Elevance Health, where health can go. Learn more at elevancehealth.com.
At KeyBank, we know a small moment like, whoa, My kid's got a serious backhand.
Can lead to an even bigger question like,
Tennis campus, how much?
And that's the type of moment where we'll meet you to help you build a savings plan for expenses big and small so your money can make money. Mike, how's that sound?
Sounds like match point.
Sounds like love.
We could serve up tennis puns all day.
For every financial need, we'll meet you in the moment. KeyBank opens doors. KeyBank member FDIC.
I'm Kristen Airy. Our family takes water quality seriously, and for 10 years, we've teamed up with the toughest water treatment company in the business, Connecticut. Connecticut's equipment made in the USA provides more contaminant removal than the competition. Our 2 new rescue dogs, Augie and Izzy, love the taste of the water from our Connecticut K5 drinking water station. Get your free in-home water test at ConnecticutIndy.com, offering solutions based on your needs and budget. Connecticut, official partner of the Indiana Pacers.
You know Unleaded 88 is engine smart and earth kind, but what does that mean really? Engine smart because Unleaded 88 burns cooler and cleaner with higher octane for superior performance at a great price. Earth kind because Unleaded 88 reduces toxic compounds in your fuel and burns more completely, reducing harmful emissions. That's good for our environment and our health. Engine smart, earth kind. 4 simple words to remember when you fill up. Choose Unleaded 88.
Welcome back to the Kroger pregame show from our downtown Indianapolis studio. I'm your host, Pat Boylan. Tonight is round 2, game 5. The Pacers visit the New York Knicks. Tom Thibodeau diagnoses a lopsided loss on Sunday.
Fell behind early, didn't respond well. Got to fix it. We started slowly. They made shots, got a big lead, snowballed. We got to respond. It's not just OG, but, OG was out for a good chunk of the season, so that's no excuse. Just get it done. Well, going into the game, I think we were first in three-point percentage. So, I want to take a look at them. I thought we had some wide-open ones that we missed early that probably took some energy out of us, and we can't allow that to happen. They're all the same. They're all the same. It's not good. So whether you lose by 1 or you lose by 30, it's a loss, so you have to respond the right way. No, I mean, hey, look, we're disappointed. And the thing is we can't have a hangover. We got to fix it, and we have to come with a will and determination to respond to what happened. And I think that's the biggest thing. And this team has responded all year, so that's what we're expecting to do. We got to put the work into it and be ready to go. Well, they have, and that's what they can fall back on, is having the belief and knowing that we've been through this before. Their movement it's to me, Halliburton is an offense to himself, but you can't overlook what McConnell is bringing and what Nemhart's bringing. So it's the dribble penetration. It's more the pick and roll game. And then you add in the transition. So it's a compilation of things. But, that's every team you face, you're facing certain challenges.
The head coach of the New York Knicks is Tom Thibodeau. Game number 5 out in New York City tonight. It's a big one. If New York gets it, they are on the verge of the Eastern Conference Finals. Pacers, too, if they can win it, Indiana would be coming home for a Game 6 with a chance to win the series. This one could shift the dynamics of this best-of-7 series. And after struggling in Game 1, Tyrese Halliburton has turned it around. We'll hear from the Pacers point guard next on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
Introducing Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yuengling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yuengling, now available wherever beer is sold. DG Yuengling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Plan ahead for that next conference room meeting at work and watch people come to life when you walk in the room with that purple box from Jack's Donuts. You'll have plenty of choices with over 30 varieties of donuts. Add a 96-ounce box of Jack's Donuts coffee and hit that conference room in style. Let Jack's Donuts take care of your next big corporate meeting. Jack's Donuts since 1961. Learn more at jacksdonuts.com.
At Bet365, we don't do ordinary. We believe that every sport should be epic. Every basket, every game, every point, every play. From the moments that are legendary to the ones that fly under the radar. Whether it's a three-pointer at the buzzer to tie the game or a player goes 2 for 2 at the foul line. Whatever the sport, whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. 21 plus only, must be physically located in Indiana. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call 1-800-9-WITH-IT.
The best athletes don't just play the game, they change it. When it comes to investing, GameBridge is doing the same. Their online platform does things differently by putting you in control, so you can invest on your own terms and grow your savings over time. It's a better way to invest, because it's investing your way. Get started today with as little as $1,000 at GameBridge.io. GameBridge is an official partner of the Indiana Pacers.
Welcome back to the Kroger pregame show. The Pacers are out in New York City tonight. It's game number 5. I'm Pat Boylan. The series is tied at 2 games apiece. TJ McConnell was happy with Indiana's success on Sunday, but says they did exactly what New York did.
We got 2 wins here in front of our crowd, just like they did. You know, credit to our fans who brought great energy. It's, you know, we love playing in front of them, but, you know, New York took care of home court. We took care of home court, and, you know, we're walking into MSG, and we know what type of environment it's going to be. They have a great fan base, and obviously they play really well there, so we have to be very prepared.
How important is it for you guys to get pressure on Brunson, ball pressure, half court, three-quarter court?
I think it's really important. His ascension to what he's become as a player, not many people have made that jump quite like him, and I think we just need to make him work as much as possible and try to exert as much energy, because if you make him comfortable, there's not many people in this league that can guard him. So he's obviously a great player, and we just got to keep picking him up 94 feet and try to make things tough on him.
That's TJ McConnell. Tyrese Halliburton sung a similar tune. Satisfaction for a job well done, but a goal far from accomplished.
Yeah, it just feels good to get a win. But we got to understand at the end of the day, all we did was do our job and win, 2 games at home. So we understand the magnitude of Game 5, and we'll be prepared for that.
Pascal talked before the playoffs even about not getting too high after the peaks and too low after the low points. What does he say after a game like this, even though you guys did just play so well?
I think we all just communicated, just not being so amped that, the score was what it was, you know what I mean? I think just understand that this is, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much you win or lose by, it's a win or a loss. That's all that really matters. So, at the end of the day, all we did was, win a game and handle our business at home, truthfully. And now going back to the Garden where, we lost 2, felt like we should have got a win there. So, we got to be prepared to go for 48 minutes when we get there. I think just handling business, just doing what we're supposed to do at the end of the day, coming out playing the right way for 48 minutes, and that's really the most important thing for us. We just handled business from start to finish, and I think that's part of the maturation of this group, like we've talked about all year. And, now we got to, truthfully flush that one. Obviously watch film tomorrow, but take the good with the good, learn from the bad, and be ready to go for Game 5 because that's a big game.
That's Tyrese Halliburton. Pacers and Knicks Game 5 is coming up shortly. Game 6 will be in Indianapolis. If Cleveland wins their Game 5, it'll be at 8:30. If Boston wins, then that game will be at 6 o'clock. Game 7, if necessary, we do know the time for that. It'll be a 3:30 tip from New York City. The 2 teams would need to split for that to be the case. After this one, if you're a night owl, you can catch the Denver Nuggets and Minnesota Timberwolves. That series tied at 2-2. Just like the Pacers, however, very unlike the Pacers, the home team's winless. Minnesota back to Denver with the series tied. The Indiana Fever's season opener tipped off about 20 minutes ago against the Connecticut Sun. They finished 3rd in the WNBA in the standings a year ago. Connecticut has an early 17-12 lead. It is the debut of Caitlin Clark here in the regular season. But Game 5 is coming up in New York City, and it's coming up quickly. Mark Boyle and Eddie Gill are next. This is the Elevance Health Radio Network.
Driving to his right. Sends it into the lane.
This is Indiana Pacers basketball. Now, here's the voice of the Pacers, Mark Boyle.
Good evening and welcome to a night of basketball with the Indiana Pacers. Tonight, Game 5 of a best-of-7 Eastern Conference semifinal series as the Pacers take on the New York Knickerbockers at Madison Square Garden in New York, New York. The Pacers tied the series at 2 games apiece on Sunday, throttling the Knicks 121-89 in Indianapolis. As a result, this becomes, in essence, a best-of-3 set with New York holding the home court for tonight, and should it be necessary, Game 7. In this series, the Pacers have been outstanding offensively, shooting 52% from the floor and 42% from three-point range. For New York, the key has been rebounding. They've played 10 playoff games. They've won all 6 games in which they've rebounded their opponent. They've lost all 4 in which they have been out-rebounded. Tonight in New York, it's the Pacers and the Knicks. Pat Boylan in our Indianapolis studio with Eddie Gill. I'm Mark Boyle at Madison Square Garden. We'll get to the starting lineups when we come back. You're listening to Pacers playoff basketball on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
Today we have 2 very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So we could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right. Oh, I like it. So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip? Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
What if healthcare worked for everyone? What if your health was measured by more than your vital signs? What if zucchini and kale were as accessible as burgers and fries? What if AI helped doctors to know what your body will do before you do? We aren't just asking these questions. With our health plans and services, we're taking steps to address them. Elevance Health, where health can go. Learn more at elevancehealth.com.
At KeyBank, we know a small moment like,
what's it like to have a yard?
Can lead to an even bigger question like,
am I ready to buy a home?
And that's the type of moment where we'll meet you, prepared to talk about everything you need to know when applying for a mortgage, so you can try to turn those backyard dreams into reality. Paul?
Yes?
Question. Are you a hammock person?
You know, I think I might be.
For every financial need, we'll meet you in the moment. KeyBank opens doors. NMLS 399797, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey fans, this is Rick Carlisle, head coach of the Indiana Pacers. What meal goes best with Pacers basketball? A Philly cheesesteak sub right off the grill and fresh out of the oven from Penn Station East Coast Subs. All season long, when the Pacers win, bring a friend. Just text BOGO to 727-722 by 10 a.m. the morning after any Pacers win this season to receive a buy one, get one free coupon to use in-store the next day. Visit Pacers.com/Penn Station for full details. It's all about good taste.
Welcome back to New York. Tonight it's the Pacers and the Knicks. Game 5 in a best-of-7 Eastern Conference semifinal series. Before we get to the starting lineups, let's take 10 seconds so that our network stations might identify themselves. You're listening to Pacers playoff basketball on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
This is the exclusive radio home of the Indiana Pacers.
WIBC HD2, W298BB, WIBC HD3, W22ACX, Indianapolis.
The Pacers and Knicks will both go with the same starting lineups that they have used in recent games. In New York's case, the last 3 games. In Indiana's case, throughout the entire playoff run. Tyrese Halliburton and Andrew Nembhard with Miles Turner, Aaron Nesmith, and Pascal Siakam for the Pacers. Halliburton averaging nearly 24 points per game in this series, shooting 53% from the floor and 45% from three-point range. New York has Jalen Brunson, Dante DiVincenzo, Isaiah Hartenstein, Josh Hart, and Precious Achiuwa. Brunson has been their big gun, averaging almost 33 points per game throughout the course of the Eastern Conference playoffs. Tonight in New York, Game 5, Pacers-Knicks. We get started when we come back on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
You saw and heard what happened in the Pacers game, but what didn't you see? Everything that happens on the court is influenced by what's going on off it. And only Indy Star is going to give you that story. Only Indy Star has the Pacers covered every day from every angle. It's not just about the X's and O's. Indy Star will get you behind the scenes, whether it's a hidden reason for their success or something you might not want to hear about after a loss. But if you want to know what's happening with the Pacers, you can only get the full story from Indy Star.
The Indiana Pacers are proud to partner with Indiana Donor Network and Donate Life Indiana to remind fans that anyone can say yes to being an organ donor, whether you're a savvy veteran or an up-and-coming rookie. There are no restrictions based on age or health conditions, and organ donation truly does provide the gift of life for someone who needs a transplant. Sign up when you're at the BMV or anytime at donatelifeindiana.org, and be sure to talk to your family about your decision.
Inflation is pounding us all. Who's gonna punch back? We are! Your Bell Tire Pit Crew wants you back on the road quickly and safely. And we're making that affordable. May 16th through the 25th, buy 4 tires and get up to $260 with rebates. Plus up to $200 on an e-gift card on top of that for tires or surfaces on your next visit. $260 off today, $200 for tomorrow. That's $460. And the lowest tire price, period. Only at Bell Tire. See belltire.com.
Kroger always gives you savings and rewards on top of our lower than low prices. And when you download the Kroger app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. And with a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. So you can always save big every day with our savings and rewards. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
In New York City, Game 5, the Pacers and the New York Knicks. Winner takes a 3-2 lead in this best-of-7 series. We welcome those of you who have decided to spend some time with us via the Elevance Health Radio Network. Our affiliates in Fort Wayne, Indiana, WKJG AM 1380 and WKJG FM 100.9. Lineup change for New York. Miles McBride will start rather than Precious Achua. OG Anunoby missed a lot of time during the regular season. On occasion, they started Achua. On occasion, they went with McBride. And for the first time in this series, they will go with McBride tonight. Otherwise, as we expected, it will be Halliburton, Nembhard, Turner, Siakam, and Nesmith against DiVincenzo, Hartenstein, Brunson, and now McBride. Indiana in the regular season, second of the league offensively, 24th defensively, and 10th overall. New York top 10 in all three. 5th overall, 7th offensively, and 9th defensively. The officials tonight, as assigned by the association, the crew chief in his 30th season is Scott Foster. James Williams is in his 14th season, and Genometis Petritis in his 9th. As they have throughout the course of the postseason, the Pacers are playing in yellow with blue and white numerals, letters, and trim. New York is playing in blue tonight with orange and white complementary colors. The home team has won all 4 games. Pat Boylan is in Indianapolis with Eddie Gill. I'm Mark Boyle in New York. What should we expect at the outset of this game?
Yeah, the first thing that jumps out to me is the lineup change there. How do each team they match up with each other? It's going to be Josh Hart and probably Pascal Siakam. See if the Pacers look to exploit that matchup there with Siakam having a size advantage. But the Knicks, they have a quickness advantage with effectively 4 guards out there and Hartenstein at center.
Hartenstein will jump with Turner. Indiana will move the ball left to right to start this game. Scott Foster is in the center jump circle. And the game is underway for one of the few times in these playoffs. The Pacers have controlled the opening tip. They move it left to right. Driving from the left wing to the hoop is Nesmith, and he converts, coming right to the front of the rim.
It's a great attack there. Knicks up denying, and Nesmith just takes it to the basket.
Pacers have been great offensively in this series. Better than 50% from the floor, better than 40% in the three-point range. Ball knocked into the backcourt. Brunson had to track it down. 7 seconds to shoot. Brunson on the drive down the left side. The pull-up, left side of the lane, skips off the rim. Neesmith with the game's first rebound. The Pacers in front early at 2-0. Turner shovels left edge. Siakam drives, gets to the goal. Recycled by Hartenstein, but that's a goaltend. So the Pacers have had it twice and have scored twice. The Knicks now with their second possession. They trail 4-0. First minute, first quarter. Winner goes in front 3-2. The road team has not yet won a game in this series. Way out at the timeline, Brunson, left hand to the center of the floor, penetrates the arc, pulls up from the foul line. His shot falls off the front of the rim. Offensive rebound, Hartenstein. Back to Brunson, one dribble. That got him a free throw line jumper, and he hit it, rebounding a key for New York. 6-0 in the playoffs when they win the battle, and 0-4 when they're out rebounded. Siakam left wing, works his way to the side of the lane. Hart cut him off. Siakam still trying to navigate, spins inside and feeds Nembhard, who misses the layup. Neesmith grabs the rebound and is fouled. Ball will come in from the side.
And that's the matchup I referenced there. Siakam's able to draw some extra defenders there and finds Nembhard for the layup attempt. He just misses it. Great work by Neesmith coming up with the offensive rebound.
Pacers have out-rebounded the Knicks in each of their 2 wins in this series. And that time, the offensive rebound got them an additional possession. Ball in from the side. Siakam has it right edge, handing to Nembhard, who drives it with the left hand. Can't get away from DiVincenzo. Retreats to the top of the arc. Now feeds Turner, who fires and misses from the foul line. It's tipped up and in. Down low, Nembhard crept into traffic and finished. Pacers 6, New York 2. Almost 2 minutes into the first quarter as Brunson drives it to the left wing. Pulls up side of the lane, sends it to the unguarded man on the arc, and dropping the shot from the edge of the arc was McBride. McBride shot 41% from out there during the regular season. Pacers 6, New York 5. Siakam to Nembhard, back to Siakam in the lane, recycled at the front of the rim by Hartenstein. New York will take it the other way with Hart. They'll look for their first lead of the game. Brunson has it. Hartenstein, high middle screen. Pitch to the right edge. Hart fakes a 3. Drives on Siakam and fumbles the ball. It rolls to the baseline and out of bounds. Good defense by Siakam. Indiana will get the ball.
Yeah, Hart did Siakam a favor there. Should have just shot the spot up 3. He was open there. He drives into contact. Turns it over.
9:36 left first quarter. Indiana 6, New York 5. Nembhard has it for the Pacers. Way out right edge. Moving off the high middle screen from Turner. Right side to Halliburton. He'll fire a 3 and deliver in this series. He's at 45% from out there. And after a shaky first game, Eddie, he's been excellent.
Yeah, and that's a great look there by Nembhard. Cross court pass. Knocks open the 3.
Pacers with the early jump. 9-5. Brunson has it. All the way up to the timeline to screen Hartenstein. Brunson uses it to drive and convert. And he's on the line with a chance for a 3-point play.
He caught Neesmith in that chasing position. That is not a favorable position to be in defensively when you're playing against a crafty offensive player such as Brunson. He's able to just cut the angle off, draw to contact, and gets the 2 to go.
Brunson has scored 30 or more in 5 of New York's 10 playoff games. He looks for a 3-point play here. His team down 9-7, 9:05 left in the quarter. And the left-handed Brunson bounces one off the front of the rim, but the rebound comes to the near side. Brunson grabs it, gives it to DiVincenzo. On top, Hartenstein hands it back to DiVincenzo. He drives to the goal, lays it up too hard, but Hartenstein trailing, came right to the front of the rim, caught it and dunked it.
Hartenstein, I believe, he's got at least 3 offensive rebounds, maybe 4.
9-9 the score. The Pacers come back with Turner. Out on the left edge, he gives it to Siakam. Siakam has it, back to Turner, a long 3 from the left sideline, and Turner delivers.
It's a big shot there as this fan base here is itching to get involved in this game.
Pacers having an excellent series shooting the 3, and they've hit their first 2 in this game. They lead 12-9. Brunson has it for New York. He works his way to the side of the lane and sends it out to Hart, and Hart leaves a 3 ball short. Long rebound picked up, 1 hop near corner. Neesmith up the floor, Siakam. He lost it. And on the turnover, DiVincenzo is running behind the back to the left edge. A three is short. Rebound to the foul line. McBride has it. And New York will get another look. They're down by 3. McBride on the drive. Sends it near corner. Hart takes the baseline across the lane left to right. He tried to feed it into the lane, and it's intercepted. Siakam gives the ball to Halliburton. Back to Siakam. The Pacers have the ball in an early 3-point lead. Halliburton way out near the timeline. Lobs it to the center of the floor. Nembhard goes to work. He's on the foul line. He's in the lane at the dotted half. He'll feed it back to the top. Turner fakes a three, comes down the left side, and a left-hand runner off the glass.
That was a difficult shot there by Miles Turner going down the left lane line.
Pacers with 5 straight and moved in front 14-9. They've led by as many as 5, and they've never trailed. Brunson can't get to the goal, sends it outside. McBride out of the near corner, and Halliburton just getting back into the picture. Blocked the shot out of bounds.
Yeah, great recovery there as Hartenstein tries to set a brush screen on Halliburton. He battles over the top of it and gets the block.
9 to shoot, 7 minutes, 8 seconds left first quarter. The Pacers with the early jump. They've hit 6 of their first 9 shots, and they lead 14-9. They're wiping up a wet spot on the floor. Once that's taken care of, McBride will play it in from down in the corner. That pass out of that corner is one of the more difficult inbound passes to make.
Yeah, very difficult. There's not a lot of room to work with in that corner there, and it's an opportunity for the Pacers to pin this catch up against either the baseline or the sideline.
Almost 5 minutes gone first quarter with Pat Boylan and Eddie Gill. I'm Mark Boyle. 14-9. The visitor in front. The Pacers looking to go in front in the series, 3-2. Still wiping up the floor down there, and it looks like they've finally concluded so that McBride can play it in.
Yeah, when Halliburton blocked that shot, he landed in the first row.
Ball will come in, and McBride from the baseline is having some difficulty. His inbound pass is deflected and stolen. Turner gives to Halliburton. The Pacers running on the break, and Halliburton forced to take a bad shot. Siakam rebounds, and the Pacers are on the line shooting 2. Halliburton got into the middle of the lane, up into the air with nowhere to go, and had to take a really bad shot. But luckily for the Pacers, Siakam was there to rescue.
Yeah, he jumped in the air to make a pass, which typically he has some success with, is not advised. But he's done a good job with it. That time he got caught in air and just had to throw something on the glass.
Pascal Siakam will shoot 2. Every time the Pacers connect on a foul shot, Citizens Energy Group of the Pacers team up to donate $5 to the Warm Heart, Warm Home Foundation, which provides utility bill assistance for thousands of Hoosiers each year. To learn more or to donate, visit citizensenergygroup.com/WH. Siakam nails the foul shot. First trip to the line for the Pacers. The lead is 6. Indiana has scored the last 6 points. And Siakam is ready and puts home 2. It's a 7-point Indiana run, 16-9 Pacers. 6:55 left in the quarter. Brunson has it. Left edge to Hart. Handoff DiVincenzo. Trapped against the sideline by Siakam. Siakam knocked it out of bounds, and that brings us to the first time out of Game 5. Gainbridge's easy online platform puts you in control of your own financial future. Choose trusted products and watch your savings grow over time with reliable returns. Get started today at Gainbridge.io. 6:47 left first quarter, Game 5. Pacers in front, 16-9. You're listening to Pacers playoff basketball on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
They don't call it Sailor Jerry's spiced rum for nothing. We make our rum in the name of Norman Sailor Jerry Collins, father of the old school tattoo. You've seen them before, bright, bold, and filled with meaning. As an independent spirit, he lived his life all in the way we approach making our rum now. Still made the old school way, 92 proof, with all natural spices and flavors. This is a solid drink, no matter how you like it. Respect his legacy. Drink Sailor Jerry responsibly.
The NBA app is everyone's app. Every fan of every team.
Oh, my goodness.
Everyone who follows LeBron, Tatum, and Embiid in the app. Every warrior who's ready to go to battle over three-point percentages. Every streetwear king who's here for the tunnel fix. Every young buck, nugget, and grizzly who wants to take a peek behind the scenes of the league. and everyone else on this floating basketball we call Earth. Download the NBA app today. Available in the Google Play, Apple app, and Android stores.
Now you can call every shot when it comes to investing, because GameBridge's easy online platform puts you in control of your own financial future. Choose trusted products, invest on your own terms with as little as $1,000, and watch your savings grow over time with reliable returns. You make the choices, you make the calls. So no matter what, you're always in the lead. Get started today at GameBridge.io. GameBridge is an official partner of the Indiana Pacers.
At Ascension St. Vincent, we're committed to being your first choice for healthcare in Indianapolis. Our cardiologists and heart and vascular surgeons are recognized for delivering the most advanced heart and vascular care. Patients choose us for leading brain tumor and stroke care, and families come to Peyton Manning Children's Hospital for advanced specialty care. And we also excel in the things that can't be measured. Listening more closely, caring more compassionately. Get the care you need at ascension.org.
In New York, the Pacers with the early jump, leading 16-9. If the Pacers win, bring a friend. Penn Station East Coast subs, just text BOGO to 727-722. By 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, if the Pacers win tonight, you'll receive a buy one, get one free coupon to use in-store. Visit Pacers.com/Penn Station for more details. In New York, with Eddie Gill, I'm Mark Boyle. We're high above courtside. Let's go to our Indianapolis studio and Pat Boylan. Good day, sir.
Mark, Eddie, hello. The Pacers got this series even with 2 wins at home. History says they've still got an uphill battle here. Since 1984, as far as Basketball Reference goes back, when a team wins the first 2 at home, then loses 2 road games, as the Knicks have, they still end up winning the series about 76% of the time. 53-16 is that all-time record in the situation the Knicks are in. They've still got home court advantage, a big reason why. Tyrese Halliburton echoed a similar sentiment post-game Sunday, saying, these wins are great, but all we've done is what the Knicks did. We have to keep our focus.
Pacers substitute first. Obadiah Toppin Jr., Timothy John McConnell Jr., and Ben Shepard are in. Obi, TJ, and Ben replace Neesmith, Siakam, and Nembhard. New York continues to play with starters. Pacers on a 7-point run. Brunson heaves a 3 off target, perimeter right. In the race for the rebound, the Knicks get there first. Rebound controlled over on that far side by Hartenstein. Now it's Brunson driving to the right baseline, cut off by Toppin, working the dribble, firing, and scoring from three-point range, right edge, Josh Hart. He has had an excellent playoff run. This is their 11th game. Shooting the three-point field goal, he's at 43%. That ends the Pacers' 7-point run. 16-12 Indiana. Turner, right edge to Shepard. Center of the floor, McConnell. He's got double-doubles in 2 of the 4 games in this series. Here he works his way to the dotted half and hits a pull-up. 18-12, Pacers by 6. Driving from one end to the other before being cut off. Right of the rim was Hart. Hartenstein has it on the foul line. Hand off to DiVincenzo. He got a step on Turner, but he missed the layup. However, Hartenstein there to rebound. He also missed. But in the end, it's DiVincenzo with the putback, cutting the Pacer lead to 4. At the other end, Shepard gives to Toppin. Strong drive left side, left-hand scoop.
That's the pace of play the Pacers want to play with. Even after a made basket, they're able to get the ball down the floor quickly and get 2 out of the deal.
Remember, the Pacers second in the NBA in pace to Washington during the regular season. New York 30th. Brunson down the left side, banks it in. Brunson has 6. The Pacers lead by 4. 5:07 left in the first quarter. Indiana has never trailed and has led by as many as 7. McConnell drives, or I should say Halliburton drives and bounced it into the lane for a short McConnell jumper. Pacers operating very efficiently offensively. 9 of 13 from the floor. They have a 6-point lead. Brunson from the foul line. Gave it to Hartenstein. Hartenstein found the cutter. McBride with a twisting left-hand finish.
Hartenstein was another one of those backdoor passes. Able to find his teammates there.
22-18 for the Pacers. Knicks starting to heat up offensively. Toppin drives, fades, and misses left to the lane. Hart with the NYK rebound. Here they come. Hart takes it wall to wall. He's in the lane. He finds an open man. And from the dotted half, Hartenstein converts. And the Knicks have forced the Pacers to take their first time out with 4:18 left in the quarter. The best seats, the best prices, plus playoff priority, exclusive events with the team and more. Don't miss your chance to renew your season tickets now. Lock in your seats and benefits for the 24-25 season. Visit Pacers.com/renew for more information. 4:18 left in the first. Pacers up 2. You're listening to Pacers playoff basketball on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
At Papa John's, get you that fresh Papa Pairings menu and pair 2 or more ooey-gooey items for just $6.99 each. Pair a medium one-topping pizza with boneless or traditional wings, or Philly cheesesteak papadillas, or breadsticks, or cheese sticks, or garlic knots, or brownies, or chocolate chip cookies, or cinnamon pull-aparts, and more. When you pair them, each becomes only $6.99. Better ingredients, better pizza, better get you some Papa Pairings. Only at Papa John's.
Today we have 2 very special guests on our program, introducing Len and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So we could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right. Oh, I like it. So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip?
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
At Bet365, we don't do ordinary. We believe that every sport should be epic. Every basket, every game, every point, every play. From the moments that are legendary to the ones that fly under the radar. See for yourself when you sign up today, and you'll get $150 in bonus bets when you bet just $5. Whatever the sport, whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. 21 plus only, must be physically located in Indiana. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. Terms and conditions apply.
She's worked hard. We're so proud to drop her off at her dream school.
We've grown so much. This new location will be a dream for our business.
With this dream gym at home, the whole family can get stronger together.
Forum Credit Union helps you save, share, and grow for the moments you dream about. Learn about becoming a member and our services at forumcu.com. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal Opportunity Lender. NMLS number 469848.
4:18 left first quarter. Pacers in front by 2. They've led by as many as 7. The Bet365 scoreboard reads Indiana 22, New York 20. Whatever the sport, whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. With Eddie Gill, I'm Mark Boyle. Here's Pat Boylan.
After a blowout Game 4 loss, Knicks head coach Tom Thibodeau had this to say, quote, "We're disappointed, but we can't have a hangover. We've got to fix it, and we have to have the will and determination to respond to what happened. This team has responded all year, so that's what we're expecting to do." That's Coach Tom Thibodeau. The Pacers with a nice start here, although one potential problem point. The Knicks already 7 offensive rebounds. They've outscored the Pacers by 5 on the offensive glass, and this is with Thibodeau going with that smaller starting 5.
Worth noting along those lines that the Knicks have not lost a playoff game in which they've out-rebounded their opponent. Eddie, so far, Hartenstein has more rebounds than the entire Pacer team.
7 offensive rebounds in less than 8 minutes of play. That is getting it done, to say the least. Really the only thing that's keeping the Knicks in the game as of right now, as they've struggled to hit shots.
Pacers shooting well, 9 of 14 out of the timeout. They have substituted. Here's an open 3 off the McConnell penetration, and Turner missed it. The rebound deflects into the lane, and firing the outlet pass up the floor. Hart had it intercepted. It winds up in the hands of Shepard near corner, and Shepard, who's been exceptional throughout the playoffs, shooting the 3, buries an open one here. It's 25-20. 3:48 to go. Precious Achiuwa, who had started the last 2 games, is on the floor, and Hartenstein, who had an excellent first quarter, is out. At the New York end, it's a drive down the right side and a conversion for Brunson. He has scored 8 points. 25-22 Pacers, 3.5 to go in the quarter. McConnell, left hand, that got into the side of the lane, feeds it into the lane. Turner back to the basket, had the dribble punched away, and on the turnover, McBride will run it for New York. Hard down the left side, all the way to the goal for the layup.
He just gets from one end to the other quickly, and we're going to see another timeout here by Rick Carlisle. 25-24 Pacers. McBride starting for the first time.
in these playoffs, and that decision so far paying off. He has scored 7 points. You can shop, earn, and redeem points at Kroger this season for every dollar you spend on participating items. 1 Pacer rewards point automatically added to your Kroger Plus account. You can cash in on Pacers game tickets, merchandise, autographed memorabilia, and more. Restrictions do apply. See terms and conditions at Kroger.com/Pacers terms. Throughout the course of these playoffs, the Pacers have been really good at taking care of the ball, averaging right around 10 turnovers a game. 4 turnovers in the first quarter with 3:15 to go. Couple that with the Knicks' 10-4 advantage on the glass, and you see why it's a close game. The Pacers shooting better than the Knicks are, but the Knicks have had the edge in other categories.
Yeah, those are significant areas of concern, and that's often attributed to physical play. Talk about how physical this Knicks team is at the start of this series, and that's what really carried them, especially from a rebounding perspective. They have the advantage there, and they've been able to get some deflections and steals to get out an open floor. And I talked about the lineup there. You have those 4 guards out there. There's more speed, so they may be a little bit more apt to play faster here in this game.
Out of the timeout, the Pacers will have the ball. And they'll bring it the length of the floor. Halliburton, McConnell, Shepard, Siakam back in, and Toppin as Turner gets his first rest. New York playing with McBride and Brunson, DiVincenzo, and McConnell. Hoodwinked. Yep. Oh, my goodness. That is a good call by James Williams. Normally they call that against the defensive player, but McConnell slowed down and deliberately drew contact from DiVincenzo, and he's called for an offensive foul.
Yeah, DiVincenzo is running in a straight line, and McConnell deliberately cuts that line off. And to your point, oftentimes you see officials get tricked into calling that a defensive foul.
That's 5 turnovers. The Pacers uncharacteristically turning the ball over here. And now New York has their first lead as Hart drives from the right edge and lays it in with a left hand. 26-25. The Pacers try to counter quickly and turn it over for the 6th time in the quarter. Boy, this has been an unusually sloppy quarter for Indiana.
If not for shooting 62% from the field, it could be a very different score.
3-ball far corner, and that's Hart. Hart has 8. The Knicks are starting to shoot the ball better. They're in front 29-25. There's a good, strong drive. Halliburton passed up a layup, and they turn it over. 7 first-quarter turnovers. Shepard gave it away that time. Here they come again. McBride to the left edge. Brunson on the drive. On the foul line. Whips it to the right side where DiVincenzo drives. Gets it to the dotted half. And McBride scores again. The Pacers in this quarter have now expended a 3rd timeout. That's something you wouldn't see in the regular season, and it's unusual, too, that a game could get away in the first quarter. Probably literally, Eddie, not possible, but this one is definitely tilting in New York's direction.
Yeah, turning the wrong direction rapidly. You referenced 3 timeouts in this quarter. 3 timeouts probably in the last 4 minutes of this quarter, trying to slow this avalanche down that the Knicks have put on.
3 timeouts in 2 minutes and 8 seconds.
So my 4-minute estimation was significantly off.
Since falling behind 16-9, New York has dominated, outscoring the Pacers 22-9. They were down 7, now they're up 6 at 31-25. Pacer Sports and Entertainment, a proud centennial partner of the 2024 U.S. Olympic Team Trials in swimming. They take place June the 15th through the 23rd. To buy tickets, visit www.usaswimming.org. Well, the Pacers started well, up 16-9. They now find themselves down 31-25, and they'll come out of the timeout with Neesmith back on. He'll play with Toppin, Siakam, Shepard, and McConnell. New York will use Hart and Achua, DiVincenzo, McBride, and Brunson. Boy, it's looking like a masterstroke from Thibodeau to start McBride. He's got 9 points in the first quarter.
Yeah, and there's just a lot more speed out there on the floor. He's another guy who can pressure defensively on the perimeter, wreak havoc on the Pacers offense.
McConnell with it, way out right edge, driving toward the right edge of the arc, penetrates and is fouled by McBride. Non-shooting foul is McBride's first team fouls. New York 3, Indiana 1. And now the Knicks will go to their bench. Alec Burks, who has had some big moments in this series. He's only played in 3 games the entire playoff run, all in this series. And he's averaging almost 11.5 points a game, shooting well. They went to him almost by default because of their manpower situation. But he's an established veteran. No surprise that he's come through. Pacers have it. Toppin takes it. Gives it up. Siakam on top. Indiana down 6. Siakam, left wing jump shot. Air ball. Rebounded by DiVincenzo. Here come the Knicks again. 1:43 left in the quarter. DiVincenzo drives, sends it out to Brunson, takes it back, misses a 3 out of the near corner, and a loose ball foul on the rebound. The Knicks scored on the putback, but the loose ball foul will negate that. The Pacers will get the ball back. The foul is on Achua, and that puts the Pacers in the penalty with 1:36 to go in the quarter. This has not been a good quarter on the glass. 11-4 for New York, and they have at least 7 offensive rebounds.
Yeah, and again, I'm going to go back to the lineup. Now Precious Achua is in there at the 5. So this lineup is very small for the Knicks here. But again, the speed and quickness is causing problems for the Pacers.
Toppin hits the foul shot. One more coming. Toppin shooting 53% from the floor in these playoffs. New York 31, Indiana 26. 96 seconds left in the quarter. Toppin makes them both. The Pacers have made all 4 of their foul shots. They're down 4. New York has the ball. Brunson brings it across right in the logo. Smith will challenge it. Brunson drives down the left side. A fadeaway left to the lane. And Brunson has 10. New York 33, Indiana 27. The Knickerbockers are shooting 60% from the floor. Smith drives, and he's fouled on a reach-in by Brunson. He'll go to the line twice.
They might get DiVincenzo trying to reach in there from the help side perspective.
They did get DiVincenzo, so rather than Brunson picking up his first, DiVincenzo his first. Neesmith 96% from the line during the playoffs. He'll shoot 2 here. One stop to start has the career resources you need to succeed. Develop in-demand skills and shoot your shot at a career path by visiting onestoptostart.in.gov. Foul shot good. Pacers 5 of 5 from the line. Knicks are 0 of 1. One more for Neesmith. Pacers down by 5. 72 seconds left in the quarter. Made them both. 33-29. 70 seconds left in the quarter. Brunson will bring it ahead. Achua screens at the timeline. Neesmith slides through. Brunson left edge of the arc. Accelerating to the wing. Pulls up and misses the glasser. Siakam with the rebound. Achua lost his shoe. Here come the Pacers, and Neesmith right down the middle. Missed the layup. It looked like the ball may have slipped out of his hands, and here comes New York. Hart takes it wall to wall, and Siakam fouled him. Free throws are coming. That's Siakam's first. Hart will be on the line. His team in front by 4.
His teammates are hovering over the top of him. They're lobbying for a review. Not sure if there was a hit to the head here or not.
He's still down. No, there was a hit right across the bridge of the nose, it looked like. And now the officials are conferring. The crew chief here is Scott Foster. And he is going to go to the table. They are going to review it for flagrancy. Here's another look. Yeah.
We're checking to see if the foul meets criteria for a flagrant foul.
Hard to say for sure, but it looked like on the replay that there's plenty of evidence to suggest that it might be flagrant.
Yeah, there's definitely contact, but I think Siakam makes a good play on the basketball.
Yeah, but the intent doesn't matter.
Correct. Yep.
I'd be surprised if this isn't a flagrant one.
Yeah, I would anticipate one. Yeah, hit him right across the bridge of the nose, like you said there.
They're in front 33-29. They have had a very good first quarter. They're shooting 58% from the floor. They're +7 on the glass. Pacers have only been charged with 5 turnovers. I thought they had more than that.
Yeah, and looking at this quarter, it's a tale of the first 6 minutes versus the last 6 minutes. And Pacers got off to a really good start defensively and offensively, and quickly that changed about midway through.
Let's see if Pat has anything for us from our Indianapolis studio.
Well, Ben Shepherd hit that early three here. He's now 47% in the playoffs. Tyrese Halliburton talked about his transformation, saying, quote, early on in the season, he wouldn't even look at the basket. We kind of bullied him into looking at the hoop. And he's been important here for the Pacers in this playoff run. 3 points, 6 minutes. He's on the floor now.
Now they have apparently seen enough. Foster.
I review the foul's been deemed a common foul. The contact did not meet the criteria for a flagrant foul.
Well, that's always a judgment call, and I'm not saying that's a bad call necessarily. I will say, though, I was a little surprised. I thought that might go the other way.
Yeah, I thought it was, just based on the comment you made and point you made. His intent has nothing to do with it.
Hardy is on the line. 7 double-doubles in 10 playoff games, and he's had 15 or more rebounds 3 times, including an 18-rebound game in this series. Foul shot is good. Hart's off to a good start with 9 in the quarter. Brunson has 10, and McBride has 9. Those 3 then combining for 28 of their 34 points. They lead by 5. And now they lead by 6. By any definition, when they're missing 4 of their top 7 players and you allow them to shoot 58%, Eddie, this has been a poor defensive quarter for the Pacers.
Yeah, like I said, it started off good, but it went the wrong direction in a hurry.
Here's McConnell working his way to the dotted half and finding the open man in the far corner, right in front of the Indiana bench, a 3-ball Siakam. He had hit just 8 of his 29 in the playoffs, under 30% before that. Despite the Knicks' efficiency, the Pacers clinging close. They're down only by 3. Now in the lane, Achua to the corner. Burks is open and hits a 3.
That guy's scoring has been very impressive after not playing in the playoffs.
He's 5 of 11 from three-point range in this series. McConnell got into the lane, didn't have enough oomph. His shot fell off the front of the rim, and from midcourt, a line drive from DiVincenzo is harmless. First quarter comes to a close. New York responding to the Game 4 debacle very well, and after 1, it's the Knickerbockers 38, the Pacers 32. You're listening to Pacers Playoff Basketball on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
What if healthcare worked for everyone? What if your health was measured by more than your vital signs? What if zucchini and kale were as accessible as burgers and fries? What if AI helped doctors to know what your body will do before you do? We aren't just asking these questions. With our health plans and services, we're taking steps to address them. Elevance Health, where health can go. Learn more at elevancehealth.com.
After snacking on Arby's 2 for $5 chicken wraps in ranch, barbecue, or honey mustard, they'll be all you think about. During lunch, Arby's chicken wraps. During dinner, Arby's chicken wraps. During a bite of Arby's chicken wraps, man can't wait for that next bite of Arby's chicken wraps. Give in to Arby's new 2 for $5 wraps today. Arby's, we have the meat.
At participating Arby's for a limited time.
Kroger always gives you savings and rewards on top of our lower-than-low prices. And when you download the Kroger app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. And with a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. So you can always save big every day with our savings and rewards. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Listen up, Pacers fans. I'm Kurt Streblow, Arena MC from your Indiana Pacers, and this is the money-saving scoop from Citizens Energy Group. Make sure to change your furnace filter on a regular basis to keep your system running efficiently. Toss on an extra layer of clothing at home before turning up the heat. And make sure you are washing full loads of laundry to use water wisely. Find tips like these and more ways to save on your bill at citizensenergygroup.com.
The Pacers had an early 7-point lead out in New York, but it's the Knicks who lead by 6 after one, 38-32. Pacers doing a good job defensively at the start of the quarter. First 6 minutes, the Knicks had just 12 points. They had 26 points in the final 6 minutes of that first quarter. From downtown Indianapolis, I'm Pat Boylan. Let's go back to New York City. Mark Boyle and Eddie Gill.
Well, a lot of things went wrong. And we'll see if the Pacers can correct things here in the second quarter. The primary issues, rebounding, defense, and turnovers. Rebounding in particular, 13-5 for New York. I just can't comprehend how you can let a team with 4 of its top 7 guys gone and he shoot 57% and score 38 points.
Yeah, I mean, that's a tough feat, and it's something to be said about this Knicks team in the type of chemistry that they have, the players that they have who are come off of that bench. And going back to that rebounding, Hartenstein was really at the focal point and significant pain point for the Pacers.
Second quarter will begin with New York in possession, right to left. They're in blue, orange, and white numerals, letters, and trim. The Pacers in yellow. Blue and white complementary colors. We'll set the lineups as we go. New York first with Miles McBride working off the Hartenstein screen. Isaiah Hartenstein back on to start the quarter. Now driving into the lane and converting a little left-hand flip to give New York an 8-point lead was Brunson. He's got a dozen. Pacers play with Aaron Nesmith, Pascal Siakam, T.J. McConnell. Isaiah Jackson is on for the first time. Left side, Nesmith drives. He got to the goal. His shot was blocked. New York running. Brunson up the floor, and DiVincenzo dunks it with a right hand. 42-32. New York with its largest lead. That's a 17-point swing. And now as it moves into the forecourt, Jackson is called for a moving screen. And now the Knicks take exception. Achua in particular had something to say. Both head coaches are out of the center jump circle. The original call was an offensive foul, a moving screen on Jackson. And it looks like Scott Foster might go review that.
Well, either way, you tackle on another turnover.
Yep.
I don't know that anything's going to come of this review. It didn't look like any.
Maybe they won't even review. They're now huddling. It'll definitely be an offensive foul. The only question is whether it'll be flagrant. And now Foster is going over to the table.
We have a double trigger on the play. We'll check the foul to see if it meets the criteria for a flagrant foul, as well as the altercation that ensued afterward without dissolving.
The altercation seemed relatively harmless. I don't even know the finish. I don't really think there was even any shoving, was there?
There was a slight push there from Hartenstein into like the neck area of Isaiah Jackson.
Well, that was definitely a hard foul. DiVincenzo ran right into the moving Jackson. And so we'll see how this is resolved. And now Hartenstein was actually there before Achua.
Yeah,
you see on the replay.
It's Hartenstein there, and then I don't think Achua will.
No, Achua won't get anything.
Yeah, he should.
This will either be nothing, I would think, nothing, or else Jackson and Hartenstein will both get technicals.
Which, by the way, after that last review, your numbers went down to about 12.7.
No. They did go down, I acknowledge. Accuracy. They went down from 91.4% accuracy to 86.3%. They did go down, that's true. All right, we'll call this one. I'm going to say an offensive foul, no flagrant, and offset technicals.
I would agree with you, actually.
Boy, the Knicks have really played an impressive first half so far. We're early in the second quarter, long way to go, but they started slowly. They were down 16-7. But they have dominated since then, outscoring the Pacers 35-16. They lead by 10. They're still reviewing things over at the table. Crew chief is Scott Foster. He works with James Williams, Gediminas Petritis. Carl Lane is the alternate, and Mark Lindsay is in the replay center in Secaucus.
After review, the foul's been deemed common. During the altercation, the technical foul will be assessed against Jackson, and 2 technical fouls will be assessed against the Knicks, Hartenstein and Burke, for contact to the face during the altercation. We'll play off from there.
So the Pacers will get a technical foul shot. The Knicks with, I didn't see Burks in there at all.
Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't see what Burks did, because I saw Achua come in afterwards, but...
So Neesmith will take the technical foul shot, and then the Knicks will get possession. Burks apparently pushed off with his right hand on Jackson's chin or neck. Neesmith on the line. The Pacers 6 of 6 from the line, and now 7 of 7. So they'll get a point out of it. New York will get possession. And they lead 42-33 early in the second quarter. Well, it's obvious, and this is really not anything that's too insightful, but if the Pacers don't defend or rebound better than they are, they're not just going to lose this game, Eddie. They're going to get waxed.
Yeah, the Knicks will return the favor as to what we saw in Game 4.
Ball is in. Burks will bring it up. Shepard is on the veteran Brooks, and Shepard brings it across with the left hand. Center of the floor, Hartenstein. He drives it to the edge of the arc, and there's contact there. That time the offensive foul against New York. Hartenstein. They give the ball away for the 5th time. Kind of stuck his rear out.
Yeah, he's going to get called for turning the hip, but
yep.
I don't know how good a call that is, but Pacers will take it.
Pacers need to get on a bit of a run here. They're down by 9. McConnell driving, but before he can finish the play, which he did, coming in on the left side, he was fouled on the drive to the goal by DiVincenzo, his second. Team fouls. New York with its first. Indiana has yet to commit one. Shot clock at 17. Game clock at 10:56. New York leading by 9. Neesmith will work it in. And he'll get it to the far sideline. McConnell has it there. He's played by DiVincenzo. Drives baseline. Now kills the dribble. Gets it out to the left wing. Takes it back from Jackson. He'll fire from the left of the lane and miss the shot. It's rebounded by New York. And they've got the ball with Brunson bringing it up. Achua had the rebound. Brunson driving to the right edge of the arc. Works his way into the lane, and with the left hand, put it off the back of the rim. Yet another offensive rebound. Hartenstein, and the shot is blocked. Jackson, as DiVincenzo came in left side. Ball spanked out of bounds near sideline. They've out-rebounded the Pacers by a 3-1 margin. And much of that on the offensive end.
And Hartenstein is really just having his way right now with his activity.
He has been all over the glass with 6 rebounds. Brunson has it for New York. Driving in the lane. Left-hand floater is good. Brunson with 14. He has hit 7 of his 12 shots. Now it's McConnell driving in the lane. Across the lane, right to left on the baseline. It winds up on top. Siakam has it. 2 minutes into the second quarter. New York by a game-high 11. Neesmith fakes the 3, drives the lane, puts up a shot that won't drop, and the rebound is out of bounds off of Jackson. New York will get the ball. The Pacers have cooled after starting impressively. They hit 9 of their first 14 shots. Since then, though, they've gone just 2 of 9. They're in a double-figure hole here early in the second quarter. Miles Turner and Tyrese Halliburton will return on the next 10 ball, and so will Andrew Nembhard. For now, it's Brunson firing a 3 and connecting. Not going to count. A whistle before the shot. It was slightly right of center. Neesmith is pleading his case, so is Rick Carlisle.
They might take a look to see if this ball's in the air as that whistle is blown.
We're going to check to see if this foul occurred during the upper shooting motion.
It was Neesmith on the foul. Boy, that looks like a 3-point basket and a foul to me.
Yes, it does. It's very close here. But they called not a basket on the floor, so they'll be looking for something definitive here.
With 3 plans to choose from, you can select Pacers season tickets for next season that fit your schedule. Plus, you'll get added perks like exclusive events with the team, discounts on...
After review of the foul on Neesmith occurred prior to the upper shooting motion by Brunson, it'll be side out.
On Pacers gear and more, learn more at pacers.com/season tickets. Wow, I don't have any idea what Scott Foster saw there. That looked obvious to me.
Yeah, he said upward shooting motion. It was definitely that. Now, if you want to say the ball didn't leave his hand, then okay, that's a different topic.
Yeah, but that's not relevant. He's
correct.
In motion. Pacers got a break there.
He was quick with rendering that decision as well. I know you appreciate that.
I do appreciate that. So it remains an 11-point lead. Ball is in. McBride has it. Back to the right edge. Brunson there against Neesmith. Hartenstein screens. Brunson gives it to McBride. He fakes the 3. He drives it to the left edge of the circle and puts one up off the front of the rim. Another offensive rebound for Hartenstein. They are just annihilating the Pacers on that offensive glass. They've got another look at it. And there's contact up top. This time it's going to go against. Now they're going to confer. No indication. Neesmith is upset. It's on Neesmith.
Yeah, both the 2 officials weren't sure. It looked like one of those could go either way. Both guys meet at the midpoint.
Well, Neesmith will have to leave. That's his 3rd foul. Ben Shepherd will replace him. We get a look at the replay. Yeah, that could have gone either way.
Could have gone either way. And
now Carlisle is all over Scott Foster. A timeout has been called. 9:23 left in the second quarter. Don't forget to show your Pacers game ticket before every home game. The next home game, as we know, will be on Friday night. When you do, you'll receive a special pregame meal.
Following the timeout and prior to 30 seconds, Indiana is charged with ruling on the floor.
At Harry and Izzy's downtown between 4 and 7 o'clock. Make your reservations. Telephone 317-635-9594. Or you can go harryandizzies.com. 9:23 left, second quarter. You're listening to Pacers playoff basketball on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
In Indiana, we grow basketball and soybeans. Just like the first bushel baskets used to create the game of basketball, we are growing bushels of beans all across the state, which help drive the Indiana economy, create sustainable products, and of course create a sustainable source of food. Meet the people behind the family farms across the state at indianasoybean.com. This message was funded by Indiana's soybean farmers and their checkoff.
Attention Pacers fans, are you looking to find new career opportunities in Indiana? One Stop to Start can help you create a winning game plan. Get access to certifications, apprenticeships, one-on-one career navigation, and more by searching One Stop to Start on your web browser. What are you waiting for? The ball is in your court.
Hey Pacers fans, KeyBank wants to meet you in the I need new Pacers gear moment. When you open a qualified checking account and meet certain requirements, you'll receive $500 to the Pacers team store so you can rep your favorite team all season long. Don't miss out. This special offer ends June 21st, 2024. To get started, visit key.com/Pacers or a KeyBank branch near you. Geographic restrictions may apply. The $500 will be provided as 2 $250 gift certificates. The entire amount per gift certificate must be spent all at once. Account early closure fees and other miscellaneous charges may apply. KeyBank, member FDIC, and is the official bank partner of your Indiana Pacers.
The best athletes don't just play the game, they change it. When it comes to investing, GameBridge is doing the same. Their online platform does things differently by putting you in control, so you can invest on your own terms and grow your savings over time. It's a better way to invest, because it's investing your way. Get started today with as little as $1,000 at GameBridge.io. GameBridge is an official partner of the Indiana Pacers.
They are still reviewing the Indiana challenge here. Normally you don't take a challenge in the second quarter, but down 11 with the Knicks dominating and one of your best players having picked up his 3rd foul. This seems like a good challenge to me.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're in dire straits right now. You don't want this to get away too early. And the job Aaron Neesmith has done on Brunson over the last couple of
seconds.
games.
Was able to charge time, challenge a play that was called on the floor. The call has been overturned to an offensive foul on Brunson for initiating contact and revert veer into the defender.
Well, a wise challenge with the desired result. Boy, the Pacers, I think, are really getting a good whistle here in the first half.
Oh, there's no question about it. They've been beneficiary to, and that one there is a 50-50 call, and turns out to be a great challenge because it's going to be Neesmith's third. He'll probably have to go sit, obviously. And despite Brunson's 14 here tonight, he's done a solid job against Brunson.
And there was some risk there, obviously. Among the things that would have happened had the call not been overturned, that would have been Indiana's fourth timeout. They would have had just 3 left to use the entire game.
Yeah, a lot of factors there, and ultimately goes in the favor of the Pacers.
Pacers will have it. Halliburton and Nembhard are out there with Shepard, Siakam, and Turner. Worth noting, and not that it's his fault that the Pacers are being out-rebounded, but Turner's got to do better, Eddie, than 0 rebounds in 9 minutes.
Yeah, he's definitely got to get on the glass, and I always talk about controlling the basketball.
Good strong drive and a pull-up from the foul line. Nembhard skips off the rim. New York maintains its 11-point lead. Brunson has it. Hounded by Nembhard. Penetrating the arc. Down the left side. Beautiful move, and he laid it off the glass.
That was an incredible stop and go by Brunson. Just leaves Nembhard at the free throw line.
He's got 16. They lead by 13. Nembhard counters, giving the ball to Siakam, who takes it around the dotted half, swoops to the goal, and lays it in. 46-35. New York by 11. They've led by as many as 13. Pacers had a 7-point lead early in the game. Burks hooks it left edge. Brunson takes it there. He's being played by Nembhard. Hartenstein screens. Brunson with the left hand to the left edge and into the corner. Achua floats to the baseline but misses the right hand. It's rebounded by Siakam. New York 46, Indiana 35. Nembhard has it, top of the circle. Moving to his left. Now whips it to the near sideline. Turner fakes the shot. And it winds up on top with Siakam. Shot clock down to 7. Nembhard still outside the arc. Shot clock down to 4. Shot clock down to 3. And that is a nice shot by Nembhard. Almost the identical spot. Maybe a stride or two closer to his game-winning shot in Game 3.
And a huge shot there, especially that possession did not look good.
46-38 for New York. Brunson has it. Brunson dancing, left edge of the arc. He'll try another 3, and he's fouled by Nembhard. He'll go to the line 3 times. 7:38 left in the quarter. We'll take 10 seconds. Network station identification. You're listening to Pacers playoff basketball on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
This is the exclusive radio home of the Indiana Pacers.
WIBC HD2 W298BB, WIBC HD3 W228CX, Indianapolis.
3 foul shots for Brunson. His team is in front by 8 and now 9 with 2 more coming. Every assist the Pacers record in tonight's game results in a $5 donation to the Pacers Foundation from KeyBank. So far in this game, 13 field goals accompanied by 9 assists. 1 more for Brunson. Check that, 2 more for Brunson. 17 first half points. Second one is good. He bounced it in off the front of the rim. He had 10 in the first quarter. He's got 8 in the second, and we still have over 7.5 minutes left to play.
He has not visited the bench as of yet. He's been out on the floor the entire time. Josh Hart's at the table. Let's see if he's able to come in and give Brunson a breather.
Brunson made all 3. 49-38. New York back up 11. They've been in front by as many as 13. Halliburton to Turner. He'll shoot from the foul line and score. Miles Turner with 7. New York's lead is 9. 7:26 left in the half. Brunson in backcourt. Hounded by Shepard. Moves to his left. Takes it to the timeline. Through the logo and into the forecourt. Pulls up. Long one. Left edge. Another 3. Brunson's got 22, and we still have over half of the second quarter yet to play. New York is in front by 12. Turner gives to Siakam. He'll take it down the middle of the lane, but he can't finish. Rebound Burks. New York running with a 12-point lead. Left edge Hartenstein back to Burks. Drives, left side pull-up, and he scores. Burks with 5. The Pacers with no alternative but to use another timeout. New York is dominating. 6:49 left in the second quarter. They were down 7. Now they're up by 14 points. This timeout brought to you by Gamebridge, the official annuity partner of the Indiana Pacers. See how to grow your savings smartly over time at Gamebridge.io. 6:49 left in the second. New York 54, Indiana 40. You're listening to Pacers basketball on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
The NBA playoffs are here, and we all know playoff mode is a thing. Listen to the evidence. Playoff crowds are going wild. Players are lighting up the court. Even your speakers are in playoff mode. Okay, we'll take it down a notch, but just a notch, because this is the turn it up to 11 NBA playoffs. Playoff mode is clearly a thing.
This is what you love about playoff basketball.
The NBA playoffs presented by Google Pixel continue on ABC, ESPN, and TNT.
Kroger always gives you savings and rewards on top of our lower than low prices. And when you download the Kroger app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. And with a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. So you can always save big every day with our savings and rewards. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Be part of something bigger with a career at Nucor. When you join our organization, you become part of a team that makes an impact on people's lives, communities, and the environment. Join us to forge deep bonds with teammates, get the freedom to activate your ideas, and gain the stability to build a lifelong career. Learn more at nucor.com/careers. That's nucor.com/careers. Come be a part of something bigger at Nucor. Nucor is an equal opportunity employer.
At Ascension St. Vincent, we're committed to being your first choice for healthcare in Indianapolis. Our cardiologists and heart and vascular surgeons are recognized for delivering the most advanced heart and vascular care. Patients choose us for leading brain tumor and stroke care, and families come to Peyton Manning Children's Hospital for advanced specialty care. And we also excel in the things that can't be measured. Listening more closely, caring more compassionately. Get the care you need at ascension.org.
New York down 7, now up 14. 6:49 left in the second quarter. Best athletes don't just play the game, they change it. And when it comes to investing, Gamebridge is doing the same, putting you in control of your own financial future. Get started today at Gamebridge.io. All you need to know about the glass, Eddie Gill, is this. Isaiah Hartenstein, with about half of the second quarter remaining, has more rebounds than the entire Indiana team.
That's a problem. And a large majority of those are coming on the offensive end. So the Knicks are already shooting 57% from the field, 45% from three. When they do happen to miss, he's coming up with the rebound, giving them another opportunity.
Let's go to Pat in Indianapolis.
Well, did home court make a difference? Was it a case of a couple off nights where the Pacers succeeding some in wearing Jalen Brunson down? Was the foot injury getting to him? Game 5 would likely present a lot of clues, because in the 2 games in New York, he averaged 36 points per game on 57% shooting. The 2 in Indiana, 22 points on 37%. It's been a resounding answer as he's returned to the Garden. A 22-point first half. We're just midway through the second.
Pacers with the ball out of the timeout. Game high 14-point deficit. Siakam on a pick and pop delivers the ball into the corner. Turner right back to Siakam. His shot in traffic is blocked, and Burks comes out of there with it for New York. They're up by 14. Brunson is off the floor for the first time. Hart is back in. He drives down the left side, feeds the far corner. Burks handles it there, tosses a 3 off target. Rebound tracked down Turner. Half of the second quarter is gone. The Pacers are down by 14 in Game 5. Halliburton, left of the lane, leads into contact, and he'll go to the line twice.
Good job there by Halliburton. Crafty move, cutting the angle off of McBride, able to draw the foul. I like him attacking the basket here.
6:06 left in the second quarter. Halliburton an 86% foul shooter during the regular season, will go for the first time tonight. The Pacers have made all 7 of their foul shots, and now all 8.
He gets an early three-point shot to go early on, and I haven't seen him be as aggressive as he was in both game 3 and 4.
He's only taken 2 shots. Dante DiVincenzo returns for New York, and Isaiah Hartenstein leaves. Halliburton knocks down the 2 foul shots. New York is in front by a dozen halfway through the second quarter. On the move with the bounce, right edge McBride, center of the floor. Achua hands it off to DiVincenzo. He tried to go right back inside to Achua, and it's intercepted. The Pacers bring it left to right. It's Halliburton on the handle, on the drive, down the left side, kick out to the perimeter. Turner to the center of the floor for a clean look, and Nembhard knocks down a 3.
Very nice sequence there. Good response here. A couple baskets in a row with stops sandwiched in between there.
54-45. Hart brings it up against Achua. Crossing the timeline with the, or against Siakam, I should say. Crossing the timeline with the aid of an Achua screen. Now from the right wing, he sends it to the left edge. McBride drives it from there, and his floater won't go. Rebound back tap by Turner, grabbed by DiVincenzo. Turner blocked his shot. But another offensive rebound, and this time it's Achua finishing.
And multiple on that possession. They finally get 2 out of it.
They've out-rebounded the Pacers 23-7. They lead by 11. Halliburton got to the foul line with it. Now gives it up top of the circle, bouncing mid-post right. Siakam takes it into the lane, and from the dotted half hits a nifty jump shot.
It's better patience there by Siakam. He's got an advantage in Hart in the post.
9-point lead. New York will take a timeout. 4 minutes and 40 seconds left in the second quarter. Their lead is 9. This timeout brought to you by Connecticut, the official bottled water of the Indiana Pacers. Easier said than done, but when you consider that you're down 9 and you are getting buried on the glass, 23-7, one of their players has as many rebounds as your entire team. Because of the inefficiency, incompetence, and lack of concern of the New York Knicks PR staff, we don't have access to the offensive rebound totals. But I'd be surprised if they don't have more offensive rebounds than the Pacers have total rebounds. All of that said, you're down 9. If you can figure out a way to rebound like you did earlier in the series, even the games you were out-rebounded in and lost, you weren't blasted like this, you could still get back into the game.
There's no question about it. There's a lot of basketball to be played. Only a 9-point deficit here. Well within striking distance with the amount of time left in this game. But you're right. You have to do certain things to get back into it. And I would certainly say that as of right now, the Knicks have more offensive rebounds than the Pacers have total. Their total amount is just 7.
That's the big difference in the game. Both teams shooting well. Pacers at 52%, Knicks at 54%. Let's go to Pat in Indianapolis.
That is indeed true. The Knicks with 12 offensive rebounds. The Pacers have 7 total rebounds. The Pacers have done a decent job in this category throughout the series. The Knicks had 15 offensive rebounds per game in their series against Philadelphia, under 12 per game in the series heading into tonight, which means they already have more in the first half than they've been averaging in the series.
Remember, this is the best rebounding team in the league and the best offensive rebounding team. Brunson is back in. He's got the ball. Out of the timeout, 4.5 to go in the second. They lead by 9. Brunson against Nembhard. Left edge, penetrates the arc, still holding the dribble. Now steps back, and a left wing jumper is good.
He looks like he's got a much more pop to his step than he's had in the last couple games.
He's got 24 points. Neesmith back in the game, and at the other end, he misses a 3 out of the far corner. Knicks, as they have throughout the night, control the glass, and Hart has it. He's across the timeline, giving to Brunson on the logo at center court. He works his way to the right sideline. Once again, Nembhard defending. Brunson terminates, looks for help, got it to Hart. Hart sends it in, and Achua laid it home. Hart from the foul line, setting up Achua.
You go double team Jalen Brunson at the half court. That's the problem and the risk when you do that.
New York back up 13 as Halliburton takes a handoff from Turner. He'll go to Turner at the top of the circle. And Turner bounces a pass behind Neesmith and out of bounds.
Some miscommunication there. Neesmith is cutting to the basket. And Turner anticipates him just spotting up on the wing.
3:39 left in the second quarter. New York is in front, 60-47. One of the reasons why, perhaps the major reason, Brunson, he drives it, pulls up right of the lane. He's got 24 first half points. Takes it back from Hart now, way out right edge. Shot clock at 7. He'll move it with a right hand. He'll launch a 3. It's off the front of the rim. Long rebound, one hop to Nembhard. He threw it away. His outlet pass is intercepted. McBride gives it to Achua. Backdoor to DiVincenzo. And as Achua tried to deliver, the ball was kicked. The ball will be played in from the side. 3:09 to play in the half. 20 on the shot clock. Brunson 10 of 16 from the floor. 24 points. Hart has 10. The Pacers' leading scorer, Siakam, has 11. Knickerbockers by 13. Brunson has it. Slightly right of center. Now Neesmith is on it. Now they'll double team him. That leaves McBride open for 3 up top. 63-47. New York by 16. Here comes Nembhard in on the left side. Feeds it back to the top. Neesmith bounces once, gives it to Nembhard. Nembhard down the left side. Feeds it back to the perimeter. Turner with 9 to shoot. Back to Nembhard. A determined drive into the lane, but Achua blocked the shot, and here they come again. They're up by 16 points with 2.5 to go in the second quarter. On the drive, Brunson, right wing to the foul line, Achua. He'll go for the dotted half and put it up just a bit too hard. Toppin takes the rebound down. 2:20 left in the quarter. Neesmith driving to the goal, and he lost it. On the steal, DiVincenzo. Pacers have turned it over 9 times, and Hart lays it in.
That's going to force another timeout, leaving the Pacers with just 2 for the game.
65-47. They are doing to the Pacers tonight what the Pacers did to them in Indianapolis on Sunday. You can guarantee the best tickets by placing a deposit on your choice of 3 2024-25 season ticket packages. Visit Pacers.com/season tickets to learn more. This is something I've seen maybe once or twice in all of my years. The Pacers are now, in essence, out of discretionary timeouts. They still have 2, but they will, in theory, be charged a mandatory in the third and fourth quarter. If you get to the mandatory timeout in the fourth quarter and you don't have one, you're assessed a technical. Now, if things go the way they're going now, that won't matter. So take the timeout now and try to regroup, correct?
Well, yeah, that's what the purpose is right now with Rick Carlisle. He is just trying to slow this down and blunt the blow that's being delivered by the Knicks. Here, they've really had it going since that 6-minute mark in the first quarter, and it's just hard to slow them down at this point on either end of the floor.
Let's go to Pat Boylan in Indianapolis.
And as you guys have discussed, the rebounding continues to be the dominant storyline here. The Knicks have out-rebounded the Pacers 25-9 and 12-2 on the offensive glass. The Pacers still looking at a single-digit number there in the rebounding category as we are getting close to halftime. Statistically, the Pacers are not too far away from New York from a shooting perspective. They're shooting better from 3. They've hit more free throws. But they've been outscored by 9 points on the offensive glass.
2:06 to go. Pacers trying to close the second quarter with authority and chip away at this 18-point New York lead. Halliburton got to the goal and spins it off the glass with a right hand. His second field goal. New York by 16. 1:52 left in the half. McBride will bring it up. And he'll walk it across. He's picked up by Halliburton. Now moving with the left hand into the corner. Hart is open. Siakam doesn't close out. Hart missed the 3. Toppin with the rebound. New York by 16 as Halliburton handles. Left sideline to the left wing. On top, Toppin bluffs the 3. Drives it with the left hand. Bounces it into Siakam. And DiVincenzo got his shot. This leads to a New York break. Out of the far corner, Brunson sends it back to the top. And DiVincenzo leaves a 3-ball short. Rebound Halliburton. Toppin it leaked out. He's got the pass. He lays it in and draws a foul on McBride.
That is an awful foul by McBride there, especially as this half comes to a close. It was a 16-point lead, and now 14 with an opportunity to cut it to one more.
Toppin on the line. has 6 points. He's 2 of 2 from the line. The Pacers have made all 9 of their foul shots. 68 seconds left in the second quarter. New York is in front by 14. Make it 13. 67 seconds left. And Brunson will bring it up. Across the timeline and into the forecourt. Now he's double-teamed at the timeline. Halliburton peels away. That leaves Nembhard on Brunson. Brunson split the defenders and scored from the foul line.
That's really poor on the defensive coverage there between Nembhard and Halliburton.
45 seconds left in the half. New York by 15. They had 38 in the first quarter. They've got 39 here in the second. Halliburton driving to his left, hooks it to the top. Toppin has a clean look, but he missed a 3-ball long, rebounded by Hart, and a loose ball foul. This comes with 31 seconds left in the half, and it's New York's 5th team foul.
Hart's going to get caught with the push in the back.
So the Pacers get to the penalty with 31 seconds left in the half. Well, it's obvious that defense and rebounding were major issues for the Pacers in this half. Siakam knocks down the foul shot. How do they get those cleaned up for the third quarter?
Some of that is just will and force of play. Not a whole lot of strategy to talk about when you get in the locker room here at halftime. If you're real Carlisle and the staff, you just really got out there and play with will. And I do believe that the matchups have been different when you put 4 guards out there. The Knicks are much faster than what they've been in the last 2 games.
Siakam hits the foul shot. He made them both. Pacers led 16-7, but after that, the Knicks outscored the Pacers 29-16 to end the quarter. That key stretch of the game, a presentation of KeyBank. New York has been in front ever since. Separation between game and shot clocks about 7 seconds. Brunson drives, spins, dotted half, and he scores again.
He's got that spin to his left shoulder, down pack and fadeaway jump shot with 28 points here in the first half.
Here's Halliburton. Long one, way out, missed a 3. Rebound DiVincenzo. He let it go from the backcourt, and it's short. The Knicks with a brilliant first half, which has given them a 15-point halftime lead. We've talked about the obvious. Is this game, Eddie, salvageable?
Yeah, I think it is. But those things have to be rectified. Otherwise, that deficit that you see there will be doubled by the time there's zeros on the clock in the fourth quarter. If you don't come out with the force and will necessary, there's no reason to talk about strategy.
Pacers with a very poor first half after an encouraging start. And through 2 in New York, it's the New York Knicks 69, the Indiana Pacers 54. Stay with us. Pat Boylan has our halftime report from our Indianapolis studio when we return. You're listening to Pacers playoff basketball on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
You know Unleaded 88 is engine smart and earth kind, but what does that mean really? Engine smart because Unleaded 88 burns cooler and cleaner with higher octane for superior performance at a great price. Earth kind because Unleaded 88 reduces toxic compounds in your fuel and burns more completely, reducing harmful emissions. That's good for our environment and our health. Engine smart, earth kind. 4 simple words to remember when you fill up. Choose Unleaded 88.
Health insurance companies are expected to carry health benefits, but CareSource does so much more. We look beyond doctors' offices and hospitals to see the challenges that face our members. Then we help them achieve not just better health, but better lives. Along with Healthy Indiana plan benefits, we help our members find stable jobs, housing, childcare, and rides so they can find greater independence. At CareSource, we're removing barriers. We're improving lives. We're reimagining health insurance.
After snacking on Arby's 2 for $5 chicken wraps in ranch, barbecue, or honey mustard, they'll be all you think about. During lunch, Arby's chicken wraps. During dinner, Arby's chicken wraps. During a bite of Arby's chicken wraps, man can't wait for that next bite of Arby's chicken wraps. Give in to Arby's new 2 for $5 wraps today. Arby's, we have the meats.
At participating Arby's for a limited time.
Have you all heard of Mom Water yet? If not, you're going to love this. Mom Water is a fruit-infused vodka water. It was started by a Southern Indiana couple that was tired of seltzers and the bloating and headaches that came with drinking those. They started putting flavored vodka in water bottles and labeling it Mom Water so the kids didn't grab one. The best part is, each of the flavors has a name. So there is Karen, Linda, Julie, and Sandy. Go order yourself a Karen, because we now sell them here at Cambridge Fieldhouse. And they're an official partner of the Pacers.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Things started out well for Indiana. They got out to an early 7-point lead. It's been all Knicks since. New York has led by as many as 18. Their advantage at halftime is 15, 69-54. Let's take a listen to the first half highlights.
And the game is underway for one of the few times in these playoffs. The Pacers have controlled the opening tip. They move it left to right. Driving from the left wing to the hoop is Neesmith, and he converts, coming right to the front of the rim. 9-9 the score. The Pacers come back with Turner. Out on the left edge, he gives it to Siakam. Siakam has it, back to Turner, a long three from the left sideline, and Turner delivers. Here's an open three off the McConnell penetration, and Turner missed it. The rebound deflects into the lane, and firing the outlet pass up the floor. Hart had it intercepted. It winds up in the hands of Shepard near corner, and Shepard, who's been exceptional throughout the playoffs, shooting the three, buries an open one here. It's 25-20. There's McConnell working his way to the dotted half and finding the open man in the far corner, right in front of the Indiana bench. A three-ball Siakam. First quarter comes to a close. New York responding to the Game 4 debacle very well, and after one, it's the Knickerbockers 38. The Pacers 32. Shot clock down to 7. Nembhard still outside the arc. Shot clock down to 4. Shot clock down to 3. And that is a nice shot by Nembhard. Almost the identical spot. Maybe a stride or two closer to his game-winning shot in Game 3.
And a huge shot there, especially that possession did not look good.
46-38 for New York. Achua hands it off to DiVincenzo. He tried to go right back inside to Achua, and it's intercepted. The Pacers bring it left to right. It's Halliburton on the handle, on the drive, down the left side, kick out to the perimeter. Turner to the center of the floor for a clean look, and Nembhard knocks down a three. Through two in New York. It's the New York Knicks 69, the Indiana Pacers 54.
After tonight's game, Game 6 in Indianapolis, it will be at 8:30 if Boston wins their Game 5, 6 o'clock if Cleveland wins. Game 7, if necessary, 3:30 on Sunday. Pacers trail by 15 at the half. First half stats are next on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
Jack's Donuts, a family-owned business and locally owned, is a proud partner of your Indiana Pacers. With numerous central Indiana locations and over 30 varieties of donuts, Jack Donuts is a fan favorite. More varieties, more donuts, more choices. Come see us. Jack's Donuts, since 1961, with numerous central Indiana locations and over 30 varieties of donuts baked fresh every day. Learn more at jacksdonuts.com.
Introducing Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Now available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling and Son Incorporated. Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
At KeyBank, we know a small moment like,
whoa, my kid's got a serious backhand.
Can lead to an even bigger question like,
tennis camp is how much?
And that's the type of moment where we'll meet you to help you build a savings plan for expenses big and small so your money can make money. Mike, how's that sound?
Sounds like match point.
Sounds like love.
We could serve up tennis puns all day.
For every financial need, we'll meet you in the moment. KeyBank opens doors. KeyBank member FDIC.
At Papa John's, get you that fresh Papa Pairings menu and pair 2 or more ooey gooey items for just $6.99 each. Pair a medium one-topping pizza with boneless or traditional wings, or Philly cheesesteak papadillas, or breadsticks, or cheese sticks, or garlic knots, or brownies, or chocolate chip cookies, or cinnamon pull-aparts, and more. When you pair them, each becomes only $6.99. Better ingredients, better pizza, better get you some Papa Pairings. Only at Papa John's.
Halftime out in New York City, where the Pacers had an early 7-point lead. They've lost it, went down by as many as 18. They trail by 15 at halftime. I'm Pat Boylan. Let's take a look at the first half stats. Visiting Pacers were led in scoring by Pascal Siakam, who had 13 points in the first half. 8 for Nembhard, 7 for Turner, 7 for Halliburton, 5 for Nesmith. Off Indiana's bench, Toppin had 7 points, 4 for T.J. McConnell, 3 for Ben Shepherd. Isaiah Jackson did not score in 2 minutes. Shooting, not an issue for the Pacers. 47% is just fine. 6 of 10 from the three-point line is above average, and 12 for 12 from the foul line is exemplary. It's all been undone because of the rebounding category, where the Pacers were out-rebounded in the first half by 16. 27-11 is the rebounding advantage for New York. They out-rebounded the Pacers on the offensive glass by 10, and they were plus 7 on second chance points. That and Jalen Brunson looked like at New York version of Jalen Brunson. He was fantastic in the first 2 games. A bit more pedestrian in Indianapolis. A career high for points and a half, 28 for Brunson here at halftime. Miles McBride gets the start, played well. Hit 2 threes, had 12 points. Josh Hart had 12 as well. DiVincenzo with 4. Hartenstein with 4. He also had 7 assists, 7 rebounds. Off of their bench, Alec Burks with 5. Precious Achua had 4. The Knicks are shooting 55% from the field, 38% from 3. 5 of 6 from the foul line. But again, they are plus 16 on the glass, and this unpacer like plus 2 in the turnover margin. They've outscored the Pacers by 1 off of the turnover, a typical Indiana strength. New York leads by 15 at the half, 69-54. We'll take a look around the NBA next. This is the Elevance Health Radio Network.
Inflation is pounding us all. Who's going to punch back? We are! Your Belt Tire Pit Crew wants you back on the road quickly and safely. And we're making that affordable. May 16th through the 25th, buy 4 tires and get up to $260 with rebates. Plus up to $200 on an e-gift card on top of that for tires or surfaces on your next visit. $260 off today, $200 for tomorrow. That's $460. And the lowest tire price, period. Only at Bell Tire. See belltire.com.
What if healthcare worked for everyone? What if your health was measured by more than your vital signs? What if zucchini and kale were as accessible as burgers and fries? What if AI helped doctors to know what your body will do before you do? We aren't just asking these questions. With our health plans and services, we're taking steps to address them. Elevance Health, where health can go. Learn more at elevancehealth.com.
The NBA app is everyone's app. Every fan of every team.
Oh, my goodness.
Everyone who follows LeBron, Tatum, and Embiid in the app. Every warrior who's ready to go to battle over three-point percentages. Every streetwear king who's here for the tunnel fits. Every young buck, nugget, and grizzly who wants to take a peek behind the scenes of the league. And everyone else on this floating basketball we call Earth. Download the NBA app today. Available in the Google Play, Apple app, and Android stores.
Today we have 2 very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So we could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right. Oh, I like it. So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip? Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
Halftime out in New York City, the Knicks lead the Pacers 69-54. The series is tied at 2 games apiece. We will have at least Game 6 from Indianapolis. More on that in a moment. At 10:30 tonight, if you're a night owl, Denver Nuggets are at home. Host the Minnesota Timberwolves, road team 4-0 in that series. If Cleveland wins tomorrow, Game 6 will be at 6 o'clock. If Boston wins, that series will be over. The Pacers will play Game 6 at 8:30. Game 7, if necessary, 3:30 on Sunday. The Knicks lead the Pacers by 15 as they look to go up 3-2. We'll see if the Pacers have something to say about it. Third quarter, Mark Boyle and Eddie Gill next. This is the Elevance Health Radio Network.
Kroger always gives you savings and rewards on top of our lower-than-low prices. And when you download the Kroger app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. And with a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. So you can always save big every day with our savings and rewards. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
I'm Kristen Airy. Our family takes water quality seriously, and for 10 years, we've teamed up with the toughest water treatment company in the business, Connecticut. Connecticut's equipment made in the USA provides more contaminant removal than the competition. Our 2 new rescue dogs, Augie and Izzy, love the taste of the water from our Connecticut K5 drinking water station. Get your free in-home water test at ConnecticutIndy.com, offering solutions based on your needs and budget. Connecticut, official partner of the Indiana Pacers.
Be part of something bigger with a career at Nucor. When you join our organization, you become part of a team that makes an impact on people's lives, communities, and the environment. Join us to forge deep bonds with teammates, get the freedom to activate your ideas, and gain the stability to build a lifelong career. Learn more at Nucor.com/careers. That's Nucor.com/careers. Come be a part of something bigger at Nucor. Nucor is an equal opportunity employer.
After snacking on Arby's 2-for-5 chicken wraps in ranch, barbecue, or honey mustard, they'll be all you think about. During lunch, Arby's chicken wraps. During dinner, Arby's chicken wraps. During a bite of Arby's chicken wraps, man can't wait for that next bite of Arby's chicken wraps. Give in to Arby's new 2-for-$5 wraps today. Arby's, we have the meats.
At participating Arby's for a limited time.
Welcome back to Madison Square Garden in New York with Eddie Gill. I'm Mark Boyle, Pat Boylan in our Indianapolis studio. Home team has won each of the first 4 games in this series, and in Game 5, the home team has been clearly superior through 2. They lead 69-54. 2 glaring issues, an inability, Eddie, to stop the Knicks. They're at 55% from the floor. And a total inability to compete on the glass, out-rebounded in that first half, 27-11. And in that half, New York had 1 more offensive rebound than the Pacers had total rebounds.
Yeah, and Hartenstein is really causing major problems. He's got 7 rebounds in total. All of them are offensive rebounds. He doesn't have 1 defensive rebound. He's leaving that up to Josh Hart and the rest of the crew to clean up the defensive glass, as Josh Hart himself has 8 rebounds already in this game.
The Pacers have nobody with more than 3 rebounds. We start the third quarter. New York will be in possession. They made a lineup change. Pascal Siakam, Aaron Nesmith, Miles Turner, Andrew Nembhard, and Tyrese Halliburton will start the third for the Pacers. Their lineup change was no Precious Achiuwa, although he did play off the bench. They went smaller with Miles McBride in Achiuwa's spot. Yet they still out-rebounded the Pacers badly, and McBride was excellent.
Yeah, McBride played really well. Great offensive production. He's been hounding Tyrese Halliburton the entire first half, picking him up full court, trying to make his life miserable, limiting some of his touches and attempts. He hasn't been as aggressive as he was in Games 3 and Games 4. First few minutes of this quarter will be very telling as to where this second half goes.
New York is in blue, orange, and white numerals, letters, and trim. The Pacers are in yellow with blue and white complementary colors. Third quarter will begin with New York moving the ball left to right. They'll have it. They were down 7. After that, though, they seized control and led by as many as 18. They're in front by 15 as we start the third quarter. The Knicks will play it in. And Hart from that backcourt baseline gets it into Brunson. The third quarter is underway. New York has the ball and a 15-point lead. Brunson across the timeline, left side near the hash mark, holding the left-hand dribble. Now moves it center of the floor off a Hartenstein screen. Penetrates the arc from the foul line. He will shoot and miss. The rebound on the baseline. Hartenstein tried to save it. He went sprawling across that baseline but couldn't get to it. It's out of bounds to Indiana. Pacers with their first look of the third quarter. They've got a 15-point hole to climb out of. The series goes back to Indianapolis no matter what Friday. The winner of this game, though, will have a chance to close it out. Nemhard has it. It's the timeline. On that logo at center court, DiVincenzo is the defender. Left edge Halliburton. Pride is on him. He drives it to his left. Whips it cross court to the far corner. Neesmith with a touch pass out to the right edge. Nemhard's three is long, and it's DiVincenzo with the New York rebound. At the other end, Hartenstein gives it to DiVincenzo on top. He bounces it right back into the lane, and Halliburton blocked the shot but committed the foul. It'll be Hartenstein on the line twice. That's three on Neesmith. Hartenstein in that first half had just 4 points. Only took 3 shots, but he had 7 rebounds, and he's on the line twice here.
Yeah, he's an opportunistic scorer playing off his teammates. You see there in that middle of the lane there, he gets a lot of attempts there to get him in the dunker spot where he's able to finish at the rim. But definitely out there to man the glass, set hard screens, and free his teammates up.
Knicks are just 6 of 7 from the line. Pacers were 12 of 12 in the first half. New York hasn't gotten there. Hartenstein hits the first, not the second. Turner claims the rebound. New York with a 16-point lead. Center of the floor, Turner. He'll launch a 3 and connect his second 3 of the game. Pacers from three-point range shooting well. They've hit 7 of 12. They trail by 13. 10:50 left in the third quarter. Brunson into the forecourt. On top, up to screen McBride. He'll take the return pass and fire a 3 from the right edge. It's short. Rebound tapped by Neesmith, controlled by Hartenstein. Out to Brunson, who fakes the 3. Gives it to Hart. He's dead on. His 3, though, is short. And it's rebounded by Halliburton. Pacers down 13. Nemhard on the attack. Up top to Turner. He hit a 3 on the last possession. He hits another one on this possession.
Love the confidence there. He's stepping into that immediately with zero hesitation there.
Down to 10. 10:14 left in the third. With it, Brunson, slightly right of center. Drives it on Neesmith. He got to the hoop, laid it up way too hard. Turner cleans up. Indiana running. Halliburton drops it for Neesmith. Back to Halliburton. Turner wants to make it a trifecta, and he does. 3 possessions, 3 threes, and the Pacers are within 7. Timeout, New York. 9:53 left in the third. 70-63 for the Knickerbockers. You're listening to Pacers playoff basketball on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
At Ascension St. Vincent, we're committed to being your first choice for healthcare in Indianapolis. Our cardiologists and heart and vascular surgeons are recognized for delivering the most advanced heart and vascular care. Patients choose us for leading brain tumor and stroke care, and families come to Peyton Manning Children's Hospital for advanced specialty care. And we also excel in the things that can't be measured. Listening more closely, caring more compassionately. Get the care you need at ascension.org.
It all starts now, day 1 of my dream job. So ready to get to work.
Retiring early was a dream of mine, and now my planning's paid off.
Since she was born, I've dreamt of walking her down the aisle.
Forum Credit Union helps you save, share, and grow for the moments you dream about. Learn about becoming a member and our services at forumcu.com. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal Opportunity Lender. NMLS number 469848.
In Indiana, we grow basketball and soybeans. Just like the first bushel baskets used to create the game of basketball, we are growing bushels of beans all across the state, which help drive the Indiana economy, create sustainable products, and of course create a sustainable source of food. Meet the people behind the family farms across the state at indianasoybean.com. This message was funded by Indiana's soybean farmers and their checkoff.
Hey, Pacer fans, Dan Dockage. Let's celebrate the playoffs with Moondrops Distillery. They're hitting it big with their special labeled Pacers single barrel bourbons. Get both the gold and blue labels at your local liquor stores, Total Wine and Kroger. Don't forget, stop by the Moondrops bar outside section 18 at Gamebridge for Pacer-inspired cocktails. Whether you're at home, at the game, wherever you are, trust me, it's a win for all bourbon lovers. Cheers for the Pacers from Moondrops Distillery.
9:53 left in the third quarter with Eddie Gill. I'm Mark Boyle. We're high above courtside here at Madison Square Garden in New York. Miles Turner with back-to-back-to-back threes. The Pacers start the third quarter with a 9-1 run. And they're within 7. We go to Pat Boylan in Indianapolis.
Well, if you would have told Rick Carlisle, any Pacers fan, that Indiana would be shooting 50% from the field, 64% from 3, 12 of 12, and outscoring the Knicks by 6 at the foul line here early third quarter, you'd probably be wondering how much the Pacers are leading. Now, we've talked plenty about the rebounding and the necessity for it to improve here. A better start to the third quarter for Indiana than they were in the first half. The Pacers are +1 on the glass, still very early, and will be imperative that the Pacers see improvement there if they want to have a chance of taking Game 5 here.
Miles Turner, Eddie Gill, who shot 36% from three-point range during the regular season. During these playoffs, he is at 44%, and in this game, he is 4 of 5.
Yeah, those three were huge, obviously putting the Pacers right within striking distance, trying to put the Knicks back on their heels a little bit as they've been their aggressors throughout this game.
They've got it. Full court advance out of the timeout. McBride will bring it up. It's the timeline through the logo at center court. Halliburton is on him. He'll hand it to Brunson, left edge. That's Neesmith's assignment, as it has been since early in the series. Perimeter right, driving, left hand. He got into the lane, but he laid it up too hard. Rebounded by Nembhard. Pacers within 7. Nembhard will float it to the top. Turner has it. Back to Nembhard, right edge. And he lost the ball trying to elude DiVincenzo. The ball slipped out of his hands and bounced out of bounds on the far side. That is turnover number 10. 9:19 left in the third. The ball is in the hands of McBride. Perimeter right, Hartenstein. Now it's Brunson's turn. He'll work it to the top, bouncing it left edge. DiVincenzo takes it into the lane and hits the floater. He has a field goal now in each of the first 3 quarters. Nembhard counters quickly, driving to the goal, and McBride had to foul him as he came blasting in from the right side. Foul shots coming for Nembhard. 4 fouls on McBride.
It's a good attack there by Nembhard in transition off of a made basket nonetheless. This foul on McBride is a big one here early on in this third quarter. So he's done well on both ends, really. He's obviously scored it, and he's done a nice job of containing Halliburton.
Nembhard missed. Pacers have made all 12 of their foul shots in the first half. One more coming.
Looks like they're going to keep McBride out there, at least for the moment. We'll see if DiVincenzo will switch on Halliburton.
1 of 2 for Nembhard. 72-64. The Knicks with the ball and the lead. Brunson has it. Out near the timeline. Driving it on Neesmith. He got to the foul line. He'll kick it to the top. Hart has it there. 8 seconds to shoot. Hart on the move to the left wing. Now it's Hartenstein with 4 to shoot. Back to Hart in the lane at the goal. Turner recycled the shot. And it's out of bounds with under a second on the shot clock.
That's a great job by Turner. As Hart turns that corner, he's going for the layup attempt, and Turner's just tracking it the entire time.
Ball comes in, baseline, near side. And they've got less than a second, so whoever gets it will have to shoot it. Brunson bounced it inside, and that's a shot clock violation, or at least the shot clock went off. McBride's layup missed. Turner rebounds. Bounce pass into the lane from Nembhard to Siakam. He missed, and it's pulled out of there by Hartenstein. Now DiVincenzo on the break with a 3-ball right edge. Negative, but yet another offensive rebound for Hartenstein. In the lane, Hart will put it home.
Hartenstein is having his way. I'm having flashback of that Zubats game in L.A.
That was the 29-rebound game 2 seasons ago. Free throw line jump shot, no, it's flat. Nembhard missed it. Hartenstein with another rebound. They are plus 16 on the glass, and they've out-rebounded the Pacers by a 2-1 margin. It's Brunson pulling up left of the circle. His jump shot unsuccessful. Siakam has it and gets it to Halliburton. Halliburton with 7:43 left in the third. Near sideline to Nembhard. The Pacers are down by 10. Nembhard to the left wing, Turner. Facing the basket. Now the dribble poked away by Hart. Stolen by DiVincenzo. Hart takes it all the way to the goal. He's stripped. And Nesmith has it for the Pacers. It's Halliburton on the handle. Picking up the dribble, and he's fouled before the shot by DiVincenzo.
Halliburton has had 2 different opportunities to attack McBride in transition with this 4th foul. He hasn't as of yet. This is a great opportunity to have McBride go sit down for quite some time if he picks up that 5th foul.
Knicks have cooled off here in the third. They're 2 of 12 from the floor. They are up 10, though. Pacers have it. Siakam, center of the floor. On the drive, down the right side. Hartenstein defends, and a whistle before the play can unfold any further. An offensive foul has been called. Was it on Siakam? Or was it simply a turnover?
I missed the ruling there.
I did too.
Yeah, it didn't look like they called foul on anyone. I don't know if
they called him for carrying.
That's a once per season call.
Yep. 10-point New York lead. Brunson. Center of the floor. Long one on the way, and that's McBride. His 3rd 3-point field goal. He's got 15 points. They're back up by 13. Now it's Halliburton on the move. Bouncing off the pick and roll, and from the free throw line, Turner shot it long. Hartenstein with another rebound, his 12th of the game. And Brunson hits a 3 from the right side. The Knicks have responded beautifully. The Pacers had cut it to 70-63. And out of the timeout, they go on a 10-1 run. They're back up by 16. Timeout, Indiana. 6:36 left in the third. It's 80-64 New York. You're listening to Pacers basketball on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
At Bet365, we don't do ordinary. We believe that every sport should be epic. Every basket, every game, every point, every play. From the moments that are legendary to the ones that fly under the radar. Whether it's a three-pointer at the buzzer to tie the game or a player goes 2 for 2 at the foul line. Whatever the sport, whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. 21 plus only, must be physically located in Indiana. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call 1-800-9-WITH-IT.
Here's a statistic that may alarm you. Every 9 minutes, another person is added to the National Transplant Waiting List in need of a life-saving organ. To help end the wait, the Pacers have partnered with Indiana Donor Network and Donate Life Indiana to encourage you to say yes to organ donation. That little heart on your driver's license means you could save up to 8 lives and heal 75 more. Sign up the next time you're at the BMV or anytime at donatelifeindiana.org.
Now you can call every shot when it comes to investing, because Gainbridge's easy online platform puts you in control of your own financial future. Choose trusted products, invest on your own terms with as little as $1,000, and watch your savings grow over time with reliable returns. You make the choices, you make the calls. So no matter what, you're always in the lead. Get started today at Gainbridge.io. Gainbridge is an official partner of the Indiana Pacers.
Kroger always gives you savings and rewards on top of our lower-than-low prices. And when you download the Kroger app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. And with a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. So you can always save big every day with our savings and rewards. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
The Pacers started the third quarter with a 9-1 run. That pulled them to within 7, but the Knicks, out of a timeout, countered beautifully. They're on a 10-1 run of their own. They pushed it back to 16. Let's go to Pat Boylan in Indianapolis.
The Fever season opener debut of Caitlin Clark also tipping off before this one here tonight. Clark goes for 20 in her debut. It was a tough first assignment at Connecticut, the team with the third best record in the WNBA a year ago. The Fever cut a 15-point lead down to 8 in the fourth quarter. Connecticut closes on a 27-14 run. They win 92-71. Game 2 will be in Indianapolis on Thursday.
And Game 5 in this series will be in Indianapolis on Friday. One of these teams will have a chance to close out the series. New York is up 16, 6:36 left in the third. Well, it looked like Tom Thibodeau's gamble of leaving Miles McBride on the floor with 4 fouls, and he paid off. He has done some damage.
He has done significant damage, and he's still out there on the floor. And I thought once they did that, they would switch the matchups and put DiVincenzo on Halliburton, who has been guarding Halliburton quite a bit this series. They've stuck with this same matchup as McBride has had some success there on the defensive end.
T.J. McConnell is in. He'll bring it up. So is Obi Toppin. Halliburton, Turner, and Neesmith remain on the floor. Play is on the left sideline. McConnell has it. Center of the floor, near the timeline. Halliburton with the left hand, now the right. Gets to the right wing. Feeds it cross court to the near corner on one hop. The pass is picked up by Toppin. He missed a 3. Brunson rebounds. New York has 15 more rebounds than the Pacers do. Brunson with it, left edge. Now backing up all the way to the timeline. Neesmith out to harass. Brunson on the drive, down the left side, left-hand runner. 33 points for Brunson. That's his average during this playoff run for New York. They now lead by 18 points, their largest lead of the game, as Turner drives and lays it up too hard. It's rebounded by the Knicks, and DiVincenzo bouncing it ahead to McBride, who dunks it. 17 for McBride. Boy, they have responded fabulously to the Pacer challenge, a 14-1 run. And now Halliburton misses a 3, and Toppin is called for a loose ball foul. In 26 minutes, Halliburton has only taken 5 shots, Eddie. He looks very much like the passive Halliburton from Game 1, not the aggressive Halliburton from 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah, and even that three-point attempt there, it was kind of like not really committed, just one of those shots, I'll just take it here. But to your point, he hasn't been that, and I'll give McBride a lot of credit as well for harassing him.
They're on a 14-1 run. They have their largest lead of Game 5 with 5:15 left in the third. Brunson to DiVincenzo, and from the right edge, his 3 is long and glances up to the top of the backboard off the shot clock and out of play.
DiVincenzo has been the one guy, although he's had a very good series, he hasn't gotten going as yet. That was his first clean look of the game.
He is 3 for 13 and 0 of 6 from three-point range. Nonetheless, New York by 20. Toppin bluffs a 3, left edge, drives and throws it out of bounds. He was trying to get it back to McConnell, but instead that's turnover number 13.
And again, just not on the same page. McConnell's getting back on defense, anticipating a shot attempt.
New York with the ball left to right in forecourt. They're working on a 14-1 run. Hart has it, right edge. This is their largest lead of the night. They were down 7 early, but since then they have dominated. Brunson again. This time his 3 is short. Weak side rebound, crashing in from the baseline, catching and dunking in one motion, DiVincenzo. And that in a nutshell, Eddie, is what the Pacers' night has been all about. And now DiVincenzo and Turner are getting into it. The officials intervene. I didn't see what started that, but both players, and now others too, were clearly interested in engaging on a more physical level. Did you see what instigated it?
Yeah, there was contact. I don't know if it's incidental or not, or if Miles Turner was setting a screen on DiVincenzo, but they get tied up. In that subsequent play, we'll get a replay here.
Now they're going to review this.
Following the foul by DiVincenzo, there's an altercation that not easily dissolved. We're going to replay for that.
So there was a foul called on DiVincenzo, according to Scott Foster, on that screen out on the perimeter. And then there was some dialogue exchange, and then Turner became more aggressive. Here's another look at it. Nothing really, just some pushing and shoving.
Yeah, a little jibber jabber. So the infamous double text.
Yep.
May be upon us here.
That would seem to be the logical solution. How about Jenny Busick out there in the middle of it all?
Consistently.
Yep, every time. Fearless. Now, this one isn't over, but the Knicks are in front by 22 with 4:27 to go in the third. And it looks like they have held home court. Now, I may live to regret that statement, but the way things are going, I can't really see the Pacers getting back into it. This has just been a really poor performance on a number of levels. That brief 9-1 run, though, to start the third quarter, pulled the Pacers to within 7. But since then, Indiana has been outscored 16-1.
Yeah, maybe the brightest 90 seconds outside of the first 6 minutes of this game for the Pacers when Miles Turner was able to run off 3 consecutive three-point shots at the top of the key there. Knicks call timeout, and they respond abruptly to take full command of this game. But I'm interested in this ruling here to see what.
I am going to guess double text. Here comes Scott Foster. Well, no, he took off the headset, but now he's conferring with his crewmates.
After review, the foul by DiVincenzo has been deemed a common foul. Following the altercation, a double technical foul will be assessed to Turner and DiVincenzo, and we'll play from there.
That's really the only way you can handle that, right?
Yeah, both guys, no one swinging any punches or anything like that. A lot of chatter. We called it double text and move on.
So the foul was New York's second team foul, his fourth personal, as he got tangled up with Turner on that high screen. Shot clock at 18, game clock at 4:27. And the Pacers will have the ball. Burks is back in for New York. DiVincenzo will take those 4 fouls to the side. And the ball will be played in now from out near the hash mark. 4:27 left in the third. New York is in front 86-64. And the ball is in. Siakam has it. On top with the left hand. Gives it to Ben Shepherd, who checked in during that last sequence. Now it's Halliburton retreating to the top of the arc. The shot clock to 7. Right side Toppin. Left hand to the foul line. The shot clock to 3. He lost the ball on the sideline. It rolled out of bounds. And it was last touched by the Knicks.
Looks like Hartenstein.
Now they've reset the shot clock, which is not the appropriate maneuver.
No, that's not right.
Shot clock should be under 1 second, I would think. And Scott Foster is going to go over to the table.
Yeah, there was no possession there by Hartenstein. He just bats it out of bounds. Okay, let's see who can get closer. I say 1.8. Oh, it's too late. They put it up at 1.7. They've been busy. A number of conferences here, and yet another one at this moment.
You know this from your playing days. It's not at all uncommon. The longer a series goes, the more contentious things get.
Yeah, there's no question about it. The guys get a lot more agitated. Stakes are rising.
Inbound, Halliburton forced a 3. He had no choice. The shot clock was about to expire. Burks has it for New York. They're on a 16-1 run. They built a game-high 22-point lead. 3:55 left in the third. Brunson, who's been a nightmare from the Pacer perspective all night, rises up left side, feeds it to the top. Burks with 4 to shoot, got to the foul line, and he'll be on the line shooting 2. He was fouled on the shot with 3:46 to go. Ben Shepherd is charged with his first. And Burks with 5 points will go to the line twice. He was picked up in February, right at the deadline. That was a trade with Detroit. It also brought Bojan Bogdanovic. It cost the Knickerbockers Ryan Arcidiacono, Quentin Grimes, Malachi Flynn, Evan Fournier, and a pair of second-round draft picks. Here comes Precious Achua for New York. First foul shot off target. One more for Burks. Hartenstein has had a really productive night. 12 rebounds. What, 9 offensive, you think? At least, right?
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah. 87-64. Burks made the second. McConnell on the left wing. Drives it to the foul line. Sends it to the top. Shepard will go to work from there. Left side to the top. Siakam shovels it out to McConnell, who drives in, gets to the goal. Tried to go up and under. His shot wouldn't fall. Neither would Siakam's follow-up. Brunson has it for New York. He's on the foul line with 3:17 to play in the third. Hard in the lane. Bangs it in off the glass. Boy, what a response to that Pacer run that cut the New York lead to 7. They're on a 19-1 run. And they're in front by a game-high 25 points. Halliburton, right side wing, pick and roll into the lane. Siakam nearly walked. Ball is in the corner, and the open Shepard knocks down a 3.
Shepard has absolutely been a laser from these corners throughout this series.
New York by 22. 2:44 left in the third. Brunson, center of the floor, angling to his right, now to the top of the circle. Still holding the dribble. McConnell is on it. He works his way into the lane and scores with that reliable left hand. He's got 35. They lead by 24. 2:25 left to play, third quarter. On top, Toppin drives it to the left wing. Played there by Hart. Back up top, McConnell. Facing the basket, Siakam drives it to the foul line. Into the corner. Toppin bluffs the 3. 5 to shoot. McConnell goes perimeter right. Here comes Halliburton. He'll get it to the goal. He'll beat the shot clock and scoop it in.
Wow. What a possession there. 2 or 3 guys turned down three-point opportunities on the perimeter. Halliburton's able to get loose for the layup.
91-69. A minute 53 to play in the third. Pacers show a trap, and Halliburton steals Brunson's pass. Takes it in with a right-hand slam. New York by 20. 100 seconds left in the third quarter. Hart comes across and is fouled by Siakam. 4th team foul. 2nd personal. Neesmith is back in. Halliburton is out. And New York will play the ball from the near side out near the timeline. 97 seconds to play in the third quarter. They lead by 20 as they try to go up 3-2. Brunson with it. Center of the floor, McConnell defends. Shepard comes up to show trap. That gives the Knicks an open 3, and Burks hits it from the left side. Boy, if they're hitting those threes, then I don't know what.
Yeah, that's the risk you run when you just run a double team at him at the top of the key as Neesmith gets the 3 back on the other end. But when you run up there and he can see the double team coming, the floor is spaced, you're going to give up 3-point opportunities inevitably.
Just over a minute to play in the third. New York is in front by 20. Way out near the timeline, left side with under a minute to go. Hart got it to Brunson. Now Brunson on the right sideline, drives it with the left hand. Top of the circle, pitches it perimeter left, catch and shoot 3. Hart missed it. He got his own rebound. He ran right into the lane, grabbed it, and laid it in.
Yeah, he was able to read it right after it left his hand. He just chased it down for the putback.
They still have a 2-1 edge on the glass. 39 rebounds to 19. 22-point New York lead. It looks like they'll be 7-0 in games in which they out-rebound an opponent, unless the Pacers make a really impressive comeback in the fourth quarter. Siakam is stripped and fouled as he drives the baseline. 2-shot foul with 25 5/10 to go. He's on the line twice. The Pacers are down by 22. The foul is on Achua. And we'll take 10 seconds. Network station identification. You're listening to Pacers playoff basketball on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
This is the exclusive radio home of the Indiana Pacers.
WIBC HD2, W298BB, WIBC HD3, W22ACX, Indianapolis.
Shooting 2 is Pascal Siakam. First one hits the front rim and falls away. Pacers are 12 of 12 from the line in the first half. They're 1 of 3 in the third quarter. 96-74. Siakam is ready. And the second foul shot makes it 96-75. He's got 14 points. He's made 5 of his 6 foul shots. There is time between game and shot clocks. Not much, though. Maybe 2 seconds, maybe less. Brunson, played by McConnell at the timeline. Here comes Neesmith to trap. They work it into the corner. Now McBride with 9 to go. Gets it out to the logo. From there, Brunson spins to his right, sends it to the sideline, driving baseline, fading, firing, and missing. Burks, rebounded Chua. He got it away, but it's off the back of the rim. And through 3 in Game 5, it's the New York Knicks 96, the Indiana Pacers 75. You're listening to Pacers Playoff Basketball on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
Hey, Pacers fans, KeyBank wants to meet you in the I Need New Pacers Gear moment. When you open a qualified checking account and meet certain requirements, you'll receive $500 to the Pacers team store, so you can rep your favorite team all season long. Don't miss out. The special offer ends June 21st, 2024. To get started, visit key.com/Pacers or a KeyBank branch near you. Geographic restrictions may apply. The $500 will be provided as 2 $250 gift certificates. The entire amount per gift certificate must be spent all at once. Account early closure fees and other miscellaneous charges may apply. KeyBank, member FDIC, and is the official bank partner of your Indiana Pacers.
The NBA playoffs are here, and we all know playoff mode is a thing. Listen to the evidence. Playoff crowds are going wild. Playoff players are lighting up the court. Even your speakers are in playoff mode. Okay, we'll take it down a notch, but just a notch, because this is the turn it up to 11 NBA playoffs. Playoff mode is clearly a thing.
This is what you love about playoff basketball.
The NBA playoffs presented by Google Pixel continue on ABC, ESPN, and TNT.
What if healthcare worked for everyone? What if your health was measured by more than your vital signs? What if zucchini and kale were as accessible as burgers and fries? What if AI helped doctors to know what your body will do before you do? We aren't just asking these questions. With our health plans and services, we're taking steps to address them. Elevance Health, where health can go. Learn more at elevancehealth.com.
Attention Pacers fans, are you looking to find new career opportunities in Indiana? One Stop to Start can help you create a winning game plan. Get access to certifications, apprenticeships, one-on-one career navigation, and more by searching One Stop to Start on your web browser. What are you waiting for? The ball is in your court. The Pacers trailed by 15 at halftime. They cut that deficit down to 7 early third, only to find themselves later in the quarter down by as many as 25. Their deficit is 21 after 3, 96-75. The rebounding continues to be the story and masking some otherwise decent areas of play for Indiana. But when you've been doubled up on the glass through 3, 40-19, nearly impossible to win, and the Pacers have found that true here so far tonight. It's a 21-point deficit as we head back to Madison Square Garden with Mark Boyle and Eddie Gill.
Well, this one has not gone well from, say, the first 6 minutes. There was a brief ray of sunshine in the third quarter. Pacers started the quarter with a 9-1 run, cut it to 7, but then the Knicks, out of the timeout, went on a 19-1 run of their own. This game has belonged to them. And unless the Pacers stage some sort of a breathtaking comeback here, they will need to win to prolong their season on Friday night.
Yeah, which would be a very interesting turn of events here. And again, look at what these first couple minutes look like, and we'll see Isaiah Jackson for the first time from large part throughout this game, where Carlisle went back to that smaller lineup with that second unit as Obi Toppin as the 5. Isaiah Jackson will get some run here in the fourth.
He played 2 minutes in the first half, did not score. Hartenstein is back in for New York. Right to left, the Pacers in yellow, blue numerals, blue letters, blue and white trim, and McConnell down the left side is hammered. Non-shooting foul will result in an inbound from the side, 15 seconds in. Foul is on Burks, his first. The Knicks are in blue, orange and white numerals, letters and trim. T.J. McConnell to the open man in the corner. The Knicks fell asleep, but misfire on a 3 ball. Weak side rebound off the Neesmith. Siakam He is fouled by Achua. So the Pacers will play it in again, this time from the near sideline. It is McConnell, Neesmith, Shepard, Jackson, and Siakam. We'll set the Knicks lineup when they get the ball. McConnell has it, driving across the lane. Right side wing in the lane. A fade from the dotted half. Back rim, rebound, New York. Into the forecourt comes Achua. Achua, DiVincenzo, Hartenstein, McBride, and Burks are out there, and an offensive foul has been called. I checked that. It's Brunson and not McBride. It's Brunson's foul, his second, both offensive.
That's the second one where he and Neesmith collide. Brunson comes up on the short end of it.
They've got a 21-point lead. The Pacers have the ball. We're in the first minute of the fourth quarter. A brick from three-point range. Siakam up top with the long rebound. McConnell, he gave it to Siakam. And as he soared down the right side and laid it off the glass, he was fouled. He's on the line. That foul on Achua is his fourth. Pacers trail by 19. Siakam 5 of 6 from the line. We'll look for a three-point play. Hart is back in for New York. He's got another double-double, 18 points, 10 rebounds, his 8th in 11 playoff games. .49 seconds gone, fourth quarter. New York is in front, 96-77. Foul shot, three-point play complete. Siakam has 17 points, and he is Indiana's leading scorer. Brunson will bring it up. He leads all scorers. He has 35. He's got it right sideline. McBride screens. Check that. It's Burks screening. Brunson drives, misses the left hand down the left side of the lane. Neesmith clears. McConnell has it. Just over a minute gone, fourth quarter. McConnell spins to the hoop, right side. He lays it in as DiVincenzo picks up his fifth.
Pacers slowly but surely trying to breathe a little bit of life back into their team here. Putting a couple stops together and baskets on the other end.
Well, that 19-1 run gave New York a game-high 25-point lead. The Pacers have chopped it to 16. And McConnell on the line could get it down to 15. McBride will come back in for New York, and DiVincenzo will leave. McBride has been productive. 17 points, 7 of 12 from the floor, 3 of 5 from range. DiVincenzo having a rare off-night shooting. 4 of 14 from the floor, 0 of 6 from three-point range. He had hit 50% of his threes throughout the playoffs before tonight. McConnell completes the three-point play, so consecutive three-point plays from Siakam and McConnell, and the Pacers are within 15. New York advances it safely to the forecourt. 10:38 to play. Brunson handles it out near the logo. Neesmith is on it. Shot clock to 7. There's contact. No whistle either way. Brunson liftoff. Misses a 3 left edge. Hartenstein tipped it to keep it alive, but could not control it. Neesmith gives it to Siakam. He's wide open, and he hits a 3 from the right edge. The Pacers have scored 9 points on their last 3 possessions. They're within 12. 10:09 left in the fourth. McBride against McConnell. On the drive, kick to the corner, catch and shoot. Burks. It's a much-needed 3 for New York.
Yeah, Big Shepard leaves strong corner. He cannot do that. That guy is a knockdown shooter over there.
McConnell stumbles but manages to get it to Siakam. He comes rolling in left side and lays it off the glass with the right hand. He scored 8 points in 2 minutes and 18 seconds here in the fourth. A lot of time left. The Knicks lead has been cut from 25 to 13. McBride gives the ball to Brunson. Right side. Driving on Neesmith. He got to the foul line. He got to the dotted half, and he scored again. 37 for Brunson. They lead by 15. McConnell, perimeter right, center of the floor, and now it's Jackson sending it in. Left side, Siakam. He's on the wing, isolated against Hart. Now he'll take it into the lane and send it to the top. Neesmith faked a 3, bounced it back inside. Siakam to the corner. Shepard missed a 3, and it's rebounded by Brunson. They're up 15 with under 9 minutes to play in the fourth. And Brunson advances it to the top of the arc. He drives by Neesmith, and this time his shot rolls off the rim. Rebound, though, laid up and in by who? Hartenstein, but it's not going to count. Boy, Brunson has some moves.
Yeah, he sat Neesmith down there right at the free throw line. Just couldn't finish the layup. But I'm not sure what the call on the play here is. Was there
I'm not sure either.
There had to be a loose ball foul, I believe, on that rebound attempt.
That's what it would seem likely as McConnell up and under, misses a driving layup. Well, I stand corrected. Give Hartenstein the field goal. There was a goaltend on Jackson.
They called it back, so okay.
103-86, misfire from three range. That's Burks. It's McConnell with the ball. A lot of time left. The clock already starting to become a concern with New York leading by 17. And now a drive into the lane results in an offensive foul on Neesmith.
Brunson does a nice job. He's setting up there just outside the charge circle to take that charge.
Now here's how badly the Pacers have been out-rebounded. Hartenstein and Hart have combined for 23 rebounds. That's one rebound less than the entire Indiana team.
Yeah, that's probably frowned upon,
I would think. Minus 19 overall, 43-24. Halliburton is back in. Turner is back on. The Pacers have their starters in the game. Minus Neesmith, his spot being taken by Shepard. 8:09 to play. New York has the ball. They're in front by 17 points. Brunson, right edge. Bounces to the center of the floor. McBride misses a three. There's a loose ball foul in the lane. And it'll be against Indiana.
Hartenstein doesn't get that rebound, but he forces the foul here as he had good position. If the whistle does not blow, he had a nice back tap there. It's probably going to be fouled by a three-point attempt from McBride.
Siakam's third foul. The Knicks have 14 fouls, so the Pacers in position perhaps to get to the penalty. And now Brunson on a give and go. Made the inbound pass on the near sideline, took it back, worked his way into the lane, and scored as he was fouled.
Give him another 40-point game during these playoffs, 41 to be exact, with 7:57 remaining.
He has gone for 40 or more 5 times in their 11 playoff games. And he completes the three-point play. He's got 42. They lead by 20. 7:53 to play. Halliburton in the lane. Tried to bounce it into traffic. It's kicked out of bounds. 16 to shoot. Baseline inbound. Toppin will come back in for Indiana. And Siakam is out. Siakam has 22 points and 7 rebounds. Inbound, far baseline, front court. Lob to the top. Turner has it. Turner gives it to Halliburton. Halliburton, center of the floor. Gets it left edge to Nembhard. And now a travel on Halliburton.
It's a little bit uncertain as to where he wanted to go with the basketball. He drags that pivot foot.
Pacers have not had an issue with turnovers throughout these playoffs until tonight. That's 15. Knicks only have 9. New York up by 20. 7.5 to play in the fourth. Brunson has it again. He's got 42 points. He's played by Shepard this time. Driving right hand to the foul line. He'll shoot from there. Shepard contested, and it's off target. Pacers come the other way. Nembhard has it. Left edge of the arc. Cross court to Toppin. There's an offensive foul as Turner trying to set a screen. Puts McBride on the floor. That's Turner's first. It's Indiana's 16th turnover. 7:18 to play. The Knicks are up by 20. And they'll bring it from backcourt. They trailed by 7 early, but after that they've been dominant. And they've got it here left to right as we move down to the 7-minute mark. Brunson with it. Shepard on him, about 35 feet out. Tries with the left hand, gets to the dotted half. This time his shot clanks off the back of the rim. Another offensive rebound for Hartenstein. McBride gives it up. Hartenstein has it, left of center, outside the arc. Works his way toward the sideline. Giving to Brunson. Brunson heaves it near side. Off the bounce, beating the shot clock, but missing the jumper is Burks. And it's Nembhard's ball for the Pacers. 6.5 to play. He's on the foul line to the right baseline. Turner. Back to the top, Nembhard. Nembhard on the move. Leaves it back for Turner. A catch and shoot three. Hits the front rim and bounces out of bounds. Timeout New York. 6:24 to play. The Knickerbockers are in front by 20 on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
You saw and heard what happened in the Pacers game, but what didn't you see? Everything that happens on the court is influenced by what's going on off it. And only Indy Star is going to give you that story. Only Indy Star has the Pacers covered every day from every angle. It's not just about the X's and O's. Indy Star will get you behind the scenes, whether it's a hidden reason for their success or something you might not want to hear about after a loss. But if you want to know what's happening with the Pacers, you can only get the full story from Indy Star.
Hey, Pacers fans, KeyBank wants to meet you in the I Need New Pacers Gear moment. When you open a qualified checking account and meet certain requirements, you'll receive $500 to the Pacers team store, so you can rep your favorite team all season long. Don't miss out. The special offer ends June 21st, 2024. To get started, visit key.com/Pacers or a KeyBank branch near you. Geographic restrictions may apply. The $500 will be provided as two $250 gift certificates. The entire amount per gift certificate must be spent all at once. Account early closure fees and other miscellaneous charges may apply. KeyBank, member FDIC, and is the official bank partner of your Indiana Pacers.
You know Unleaded 88 is engine smart and earth kind, but what does that mean really? Engine smart because Unleaded 88 burns cooler and cleaner with higher octane for superior performance at a great price. Earth kind because Unleaded 88 reduces toxic compounds in your fuel and burns more completely, reducing harmful emissions. That's good for our environment and our health. Engine smart, earth kind. 4 simple words to remember when you fill up. Choose Unleaded 88.
Be part of something bigger with a career at Nucor. When you join our organization, you become part of a team that makes an impact on people's lives, communities, and the environment. Join us to forge deep bonds with teammates, get the freedom to activate your ideas, and gain the stability to build a lifelong career. Learn more at nucor.com/careers. That's nucor.com/careers. Come be a part of something bigger at Nucor. Nucor is an equal opportunity employer.
Midway through the fourth, it's beginning to look more and more like the Knicks will have a chance to close this series Friday in Indianapolis. If they win here and then fail to close, Game 7 back here on Sunday. With Eddie Gill, I'm Mark Boyle. Here's Pat Boylan.
During the regular season, the Pacers had the 5th fewest turnovers in the NBA, especially impressive when you consider the pace that Indiana plays with. We've talked about that stat where New York has won every game when they've out-rebounded their opponent and lost every game when they've been out-rebounded. Well, not quite there, but close for the Pacers on the turnover margin. If they do indeed lose tonight, they'll be 5-1 when they've won the turnover battle, 1-4 when it's been tied or they've lost it. And tonight, the Pacers have turned it over 7 more times. That combined with the minus 18 on the glass, you can counterbalance some of the rebounding if you're good in the turnover margin. Unfortunately, the Pacers haven't been good in either of those categories tonight.
Well, tonight's performance of the game, I would say it's quite clear, has been turned in by Jalen Brunson. 42 points, 18 of 33 from the floor. On a different night, you might make the case for Josh Hart, 18 and 10, or Isaiah Hartenstein, who has 14 rebounds, the vast majority of them on the offensive end. But Brunson put on quite a show tonight.
Yeah, quite the show. I believe it was 24 at halftime.
28 at halftime.
28 at halftime, excuse me. 28 at halftime, just an explosion in his own right there. He's been able to keep it going here in the second half.
Kroger proudly sponsors our performance in the game. Pacers now going with Nembhard, Halliburton, Turner, Neesmith, and Toppin. New York with the ball, holding a 20-point lead as we move down toward the 6-minute mark. Brunson on top, whips it to the near corner, and Toppin was able to deflect it out of bounds. He was trying to get it to Hart over here on the near side. They've got 6 seconds to shoot. They'll play it in from the near sideline, about halfway between the baseline and the foul line. And Burks will play it in. Challenged by Nemhart. He gets it in. Brunson has it. Right arc. Drives to the foul line. He'll fire from there. And this time he couldn't get it to go. Another offensive rebound for Hartenstein. They'll work it to the left edge. In the lane, Hartenstein out to Hart. Pulls up. Mid-range right. No. Rebound Toppin. 15 rebounds for Hartenstein. New York has out-rebounded the Pacers by 19. Driving it on the left side. Nemhart puts up a left hand that doesn't hit the rim. We're down to 5:37 to play. Brunson has it for New York. Right of the lane. Bouncing to the top. Hart swings it to the left side. Out of the far corner. Burks delivers a three. That's his fourth three. He's got 15 points. And they're in front by 23, or they were. Halliburton drove to the goal and made it a 21-point game with a layup. 109-88. 5 minutes and 9 seconds to play in the fourth. Brunson brings it ahead. He's on that logo at center court. Played by Neesmith. Moving to his right. Now puts it between his legs and goes to the near corner. Hart will try his luck. Missing a three, and that's over the back on Hartenstein. As he tried to get yet another offensive rebound.
No, I think that's going to stay here. They're going to get that on Turner holding him.
Wow, it looked like he went right over the back, but perhaps not.
Yeah.
Siakam is in, Toppin is out.
Now the question becomes, how long do you keep your starters out there on the floor with 4:50 remaining?
I would say not much longer. Good strong drive, left side, but a right hand won't go. That was McBride. Siakam accelerates. There's a collision at the foul line. No whistle either way. He sends it out to Turner, who misses a three. Hart tracks down his 11th rebound of the game. 4.5 left. Here's Brunson. Off the McBride screen. He's in the lane. He feeds the corner. Another three on the way. This time Burks missed it. Hartenstein with another offensive rebound and a three from out on the right edge. The third of the quarter. The fifth of the night for Burks. And that should be the final nail in the coffin. The Pacers take a timeout. 4:16 left. They're behind by 24 on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
After snacking on Arby's 2 for $5 chicken wraps in ranch, barbecue, or honey mustard, they'll be all you think about. During lunch, Arby's chicken wraps. During dinner, Arby's chicken wraps. During a bite of Arby's chicken wraps, man can't wait for that next bite of Arby's chicken wraps. Give in to Arby's new 2 for $5 wraps today. Arby's, we have the meats.
At participating Arby's for a limited time.
The best athletes don't just play the game, they change it. When it comes to investing, Gainbridge is doing the same. Their online platform does things differently by putting you in control, so you can invest on your own terms and grow your savings over time. It's a better way to invest, because it's investing your way. Get started today with as little as $1,000 at Gainbridge.io. Gainbridge is an official partner of the Indiana Pacers.
Experience the Midwest's newest fine dining destination, Commission Row. Our menu includes the best locally sourced steaks, chops, seafood, and raw bar offerings. Created by Pacers Sports and Entertainment in partnership with Cunningham Restaurant Group, Commission Row is located right next to Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Whether for lunch or dinner on the main level or drinks and Mel's, our speakeasy bar. Make Commission Row a part of your next game night. Learn more or make a reservation at CommissionRow.com.
Kroger always gives you savings and rewards on top of our lower-than-low prices. And when you download the Kroger app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. And with a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. So you can always save big every day with our savings and rewards. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
4:16 left in the fourth quarter with Pat Boylan and Eddie Gill. I'm Mark Boyle. The Knickerbockers are in front by 24. This, at least on one level, is the NBA version of the little kid on the playground getting pounded by the big bully. 20 offensive rebounds, 48-28 in total. Hartenstein has 17. Pacers out-rebounded the Knicks in the 2 previous games, each of which they won. Why have the Knicks been so dominant in this game?
Yeah, they just come out and really played with that will and resiliency that we've seen throughout the season, in particular in these playoffs when they're undermanned. And I think them going to 4 smalls out there with Hartenstein has really had an impact on this game. They've been able to play a faster-paced game. They're happy to do that. They've been able to get the stops that they need. They got one more guy out there who can attack and make you bring help defense. And once that happens, now you don't have bodies on bodies. You're more susceptible to offensive rebounds.
Jalen Smith makes just his 4th appearance of these playoffs. 4:16 to play. We'll set the lineups in a moment, but first here's Pat Boylan.
Well, Jalen Brunson has played 41 minutes, so despite the Knicks having this one mostly in hand for the second half, some of their players have played higher number of minutes. Now, 2 days between games 5 and 6, but if the Pacers could get it to 7, that's a really quick turnaround with a 3:30 tip. Minutes worth watching.
Nembhard has it, gives it up. Smith back to the top. Nembhard, 4 minutes to play, 4th quarter. New York up by 24. On the move, Nembhard down the right side, and he laid it off the glass and in over the outstretched arm of Hartenstein. Nembhard has 11. 112-90. The Knicks play the ball in with 3:46 left in the 4th. And across the timeline, it's Harden. On the logo at center court. Siakam watching him. Hart bounces the ball left side about 35 feet away. Brunson on the drive in the lane, draws the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Well, you're in front by 22 with 3:29 to go. Can you imagine the heat Tom Thibodeau would take if Brunson got hurt? He shouldn't even be out there, in my opinion. There's no way that the Pacers can overcome a 22-point deficit in 3.5 minutes. Why are you risking these guys?
Yeah, he's definitely of a mindset where he's trying to make sure. It looks like DiVincenzo is going to go to the table. I got to imagine he's going to get Brunson. And Rick Carlisle himself has already, with these next 2 substitutions, will empty his bench out. So
Harris Walker is in. Doug McDermott is in. Nembhard, Shepard, and Smith remain on the floor. Foul shot 1 makes it a 43-point game.
Tibbs is clearly just set in his ways.
Yeah. And now a 44-point game for Brunson as he hits both. They lead by 24. Nembhard comes across. Center of the floor, McDermott. Right side, Walker. Back to McDermott. 1 dribble, return to Walker. Perimeter right. They'll let him take the 3. He will, and miss it badly. Rebound Burks. 3:13 left. Knicks by 24. Burks brings it across. Crowd rising to its feet here at the Garden. Their team has played a very impressive game. Brunson has it. On the drive, down the side of the lane. He'll flip it off the rim, and it's rebounded by Hartenstein, but a foul is going to be called, and it's on the Pacers.
Hartenstein once again going after the offensive rebounds relentlessly, drawing another foul.
Jalen Smith on the foul. The Knicks are in the penalty. Hartenstein hits the first. He's got 8 points to go with his 17 rebounds. DiVincenzo is in, and Malik Milton is in. Burks is out, Brunson is out. So they've got Hartenstein shooting 1 more, and the others on the floor are DiVincenzo. Hart will leave. He'll be replaced by Daquan Jeffries. These are the same guys we saw at the end of Game 4 in Indianapolis.
Something tells me that even though Tom Thibodeau made those substitutions, he made them reluctantly.
116-90. Hartenstein made the foul shots. Walker sends it into the lane, but it's off the outstretched hand of Smith and out of bounds. That's 17 turnovers. Jericho Sims is in. Hartenstein is out. He gets a rousing ovation, and Rightfully so. He was fantastic.
There's no question about it. 17 rebounds, 12 of those offensive, and drew another probably 3 fouls going after offensive rebounds.
So New York will move in front in this series. 3 games to 2. This, by the way, is their largest lead. 2:45 left. New York brings it left to right. And across the timeline, McBride. Center of the floor, Sims. Sims will work it against Smith and now hands it off. It's Milt. Back to the left edge with the shot clock at 10. Step back 3, McBride. Short. Rebound, Smith. One hand in the lane, and it's Nembhard with 2:22 to go. Bringing it right to left. Nembhard, laid by Sims, goes perimeter right. Kendall Brown is on the floor for the Pacers as Walker leaves a 3-ball short. DiVincenzo rebounds. Kendall Brown, Doug McDermott, Jarris Walker, Jalen Smith, and Andrew Nembhard are out there, and there's a foul. Is it offensive, a moving screen on Sims, or a foul out there fighting through the screen? It is on Smith.
I get Smith pushing Sims into Nembhard as he's trying to set that screen.
Jericho Sims to the line, just his 3rd appearance in the Eastern Conference playoffs. This is his 3rd season. He's from Texas, or he played college ball at Texas. First one, short. McBride, who played very well in his first start of the playoff with 17 points, will leave. Chua is back in. DiVincenzo is out. So they now have Mamade Diakite on for the first time. Sims, Jeffries, Milt, and Achua against Nembhard, Smith, Walker, McDermott, and Brown. The only player on either team who's active and available and has not played is James Johnson of the Pacers. Anunoby is active for New York, but he's not available. Sims made one of the 2 shots. The Knicks lead by 27. Under 2 minutes to play. Smith has it, drives it in, left side, into traffic, and he'll earn a trip to the line. Well, in this series, perhaps more so than any stretch of the season, the Pacer bench has either been great or invisible. Which brings us to our Indiana Soybean Alliance Versatile Player of the Game off of the bench. You seeing anything there you like? I guess that's a no.
I'm going to go with no.
Okay. Let's go with James Johnson. He didn't actually play, but his presence has been a big plus this season. And we've not given him that award this year, so why not?
This is as good a night as any.
Concur. Smith missed the free throws. It remains 117-90. Indiana Soybean Alliance wants to remind fans that soybeans are the versatile crop of Indiana, providing food that is, fuel and fiber every day. Pass into the lane. From the baseline, it's Milt getting it inside to Sims, who guides it home. They're in front by 29 points. 83 seconds left. Nembhard. Up top, Walker, slightly left of center. Walker backs it up to the logo. Walker penetrates the logo, and from just outside the foul line, shot it long. Rebound, New York. Milton will bring it up. Just over a minute to go. Now, you know that in Game 6, the Knicks are going to come with the same lineup. They'll undoubtedly start McBride again. And they had great success with it tonight. There's a foul as the Knicks bring it across the timeline on Nembhard. So how do the Pacers make sure that what happened tonight doesn't happen again in Game 6?
Yeah, I think you're coming out with the right mindset in terms of your intensity and focus, specifically on, taking care of the basketball early on in the game, keeping the Knicks off of the offensive glass. Then you can think about what strategy is going to be and how do you impact the game in that capacity.
Foul shot one, Milton good. James Johnson now has checked in, his first appearance of these playoffs. He played in 9 games during the regular season. And the foul shots, Milton, are good. 121-90. New York by 31, under a minute to go. Kendall Brown has it. Left side wing. Deals it up top. Johnson back to Brown. Left edge of the arc. Brown trying to get around Diakite. Got it to Johnson. And Johnson is hammered. He'll have a chance to score his first points of these playoffs as he goes to the line twice. Last season, 18 games with the Pacers. 1 game started. They had no room for him when the season started, so they couldn't bring him back until December. Then he was released in January, signed a couple of 10 days. This guy's in his 15th season. We've talked about this before. As he hits the foul shot, they take these polls every year. Ask NBA players this, that, and the other. And he's always at the top of the list when players are asked which player would they least like to get into an altercation with.
Yes, he is, to your point, always at the top, and it's for good reason.
He's a second-degree black belt in kickboxing. He made one of the 2 foul shots. Down to 29 seconds left. Driving the lane, Diakite into the corner, catch and shoot. Air ball from 3-point range. That was a Chua. And with 22 and 8/10 seconds to go, the Pacers will have the ball. It sailed out of bounds. Shot clock is off. Johnson has it. Working the dribble. Almost lost it. Managed to get it to the sideline. Now they did lose it. And the Knicks will bring it to the other end. Driving through the lane all the way to the near side. Milton. The clock will run out. New York wins it. Tonight's final in Game 5 is the New York Knickerbockers 121. The Indiana Pacers 91. Stay with us. Connecticut Postgame report next. You're listening to Pacers basketball on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
In Indiana, we grow basketball and soybeans. Just like the first bushel baskets used to create the game of basketball, we are growing bushels of beans all across the state, which help drive the Indiana economy,